Alright, here we are. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry we had to go a week off, but I was very, very busy last week and didn't feel like trying to run a game without any prep done for it. At all, really. But I used the extra time to do a lot of new fancy stuff, like actually having the rolls on the screen again. Thank God. So that'll be nice. Also, I made sure that the chat will always be falling to the bottom, so it doesn't get stuck on the stream. And that took an old module that I had to go into its manifest and change its thing to allow me to even download it. Because it's an old module and it doesn't want to load into V12. But for some reason, that's the only module that can force the chat down to the bottom. Annoying. But, what else was I going to say? Oh, Rask, if you would like to demonstrate your new fancy things.
Yeah, check this out. Let me channel elements and apply the effect.
Mm-hmm.
Whoosh!
I have a little water effect too for the start. But yes, animations are finally back as well. So most everything, like Starnberg striking at Cal or saying something impertinent or something like that, will cause an animation and such. Nearly a crit.
A bite might be overdoing it.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
But yeah,
Beautiful.
I took the extra time to completely overhaul the stream. Well, not completely, but get it back to where it kind of was before, but somehow just fell off because of updates and all that. But now we're here. So, with that all being said, who wants to do the recap for your extra hero point?
I'm up
After
for
dipping
it.
my toes in it last time, I think I'm not the recap person.
Mm-hmm.
All right, shall I do it then?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So, we were all in an occult complex beneath Durzak, the Kobold village that's, well, kind of in darkness. And on an altar there, we found a silver platter. We figured it must have held a chalice of some sort, given the surrounding information around us, but we could only really speculate as to its purpose. We followed a corridor, fought some skeletons, found some interesting undead-related paraphernalia, such as a wand and some parchments, kind of creepy. And we found a study where there was a potted plant, some papers that described some experiments being done on perhaps some lizards, and took what we could and got out of there. We took our boat back to the lake to search for the missing villagers of Zerzak, and we figured they must have gone across the lake. But as soon as we saw the fin of the giant shark Varesh, we decided to dock again and walk. We headed up toward, I think it was the north, basically. We saw a field of geysers and a fungal jungle beyond. And further down the coast, we saw the wrecked fishing boats from Durzak. We saw evidence that they were demolished by the giant shark, and there were some methods that were plundering what was left in the wreckage, and they told us that the villagers fled to the north into the jungle, but they saw us as a threat. We fought back. It was not a problem. And so we headed into the jungle. We saw tracks of both kobolds and something different and larger, and some pit traps. This told us there must be other people living here. Our suspicions were confirmed quickly. We came upon a weird fungus person named Shisk, who complained about trespassers. We tried to prove our good intentions and were almost attacked until more of those reptilian Zulgaths that we'd been fighting before came after us and ambushed us. We figured out that they'd captured the Durzak refugees, or so we thought. They also spoke of serving some kind of a master. In a cage up the hill, after we dealt with them, we found a camp that was used by the Zulgathi, and a figure imprisoned in a cage. An arisen Zulgath named Maka. She told us that her psychic powers were being suppressed by an obsidian chalice in the vicinity. Chalice? Yeah. While also giving some background about her people. The chalice may have been the only thing in the past that prevented our people from being subjugated by them. and now she's asking us to retrieve it so it can be destroyed. Our group was kind of split on what to do about the chalice, but we still had some time to decide. We rested for the night in Maka's camp to prepare for a hard battle and a hard decision tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. You had also, of course, been told by Maka that Tresser's friend, who originally warned them to get out of the city, or out of Durzek, Lorca, is actually unveiled by Maka under their control in some way. You have some questions about that, of course, but it seemed to have been their threat to not release Lorca from their service if you do not give them the chalice. Nevertheless, though, you don't have the chalice, and still plenty to discover about the circumstances of all of this. You don't have to decide at this very moment. Nevertheless, you all awaken after a restful night, and find in each of you a newfound, vigor. A newfound power. Level 2 is where we got to last session. So with all of that sort of coursing through you, all of you brimming with just a bit more pep in your step, you all awaken once more into the camp. See Maka sort of picking over what seemed to be basically burned down meats, almost down to being like charcoal, but then she picks one up and eats it. It's crunchy, but she seems to like it just fine. Oh, did you want any?
No, I don't have any heartburn problems.
Are you done? Are you done cooking? Maybe you should put the fire out.
No, they could use a little bit more if I'm being completely honest.
Oh, they look a bit too done for my taste.
Oh, right, you creatures, well, you don't burn it down to a crisp, do you?
What are they?
Oh, it's just some local meat, so to say. I don't know what it was, I just killed it. We can eat anything as long as we burn it down to charcoal, essentially. What we like.
No, I do have to say, on behalf of Trezor, I would like to thank you again for offering Lorca the opportunity to leave that excuse for us.
Oh, yes, of course. It was all part of the plan.
Of course. Oh, is it? 1 second, I'll quickly...
Yeah, you are a little buzzy. Like, it wasn't noticeable, but now it is.
Excuse me. Testing.
There we are.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
You're
that's
good.
Much
better.
better.
Mhm.
It just happens sometimes. I'm very sorry.
That's right.
Where were we? Yes, your plan, yes, of sending your supposed subordinate on a mission to retrieve the very artifact that would save him from whichever control you have him under.
Oh, I see where this is going. You think that it's not possible for me to have that control over them while within this psychic aura. This psychic dampening aura, I should say. Is that correct?
You have stated yourself that your powers are suppressed, not working, as it were.
Well, they are. Else I would do everything myself here. Why would I need to recruit your help or her help? If I could just waltz in there and have them handed over to me on a silver platter.
Well, how exactly do you have her help if you don't have the ability to control her, as it were?
Well, that is because my, magic that I have weaved onto them is not psychic in origin. It is a ritual. It is a ritual that anyone can cast, really. As long as you have some knowledge of the arcane, maybe somebody with the occult knowledge as well. It's not of psychic origin, this unveiling ritual. I could even teach it to you if you would like, after all is said and done. But it is not of psychic origin. It's the only way I can operate around here.
Starbuck sort of looks over to Cal so that he can hopefully verify what she's saying.
Roll
Does that
me.
check out for him?
Yeah, roll an arcana.
Oh, I forgot we're doing these public.
Yeah, that's fine. I can reveal it. 43. Here, let me see if, so it seems like if I reveal something in chat, it doesn't pull down, and then as soon as something else is rolled, it does pull down. Okay, let's go. I rolled a natural 20, alright. But yes, Cal. You're actually pretty sure that she's correct. That rituals are something anybody can cast, or anybody can do as long as they have the prerequisite knowledge. So you don't even have to be a spellcaster to do a ritual. So if they cannot cast their spells, imagine that they could cast a ritual, though.
It lines up well enough with what's going on here.
I see. But,
Could be useful.
I can't help but also wonder why she was very awfully chatty after establishing quite well that she doesn't really want to work with us. Why tell us everything about the Chalice and her people? Surely that can't be part of her plan too.
Maybe she thinks, she may not have a problem for her.
He underestimates us.
Let's not forget that she is also blackmailing Dresser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's a ritual in that case, we should have less trouble counteracting it if we find Lorca.
And why do you say that? Do you have experience with that?
No, I just assumed that magic is probably easier to work with than whichever these psychic powers are.
Rask is kind of just sitting there with his like glazed over look on his in his eyes.
I wish I knew.
Either way, I don't trust Maka, if you haven't guessed yet.
Neither
Something
do
about
I.
her simply doesn't seem to sit right with me, especially her sudden generosity in letting Lorca leave this warning for you.
I think I think she's trustworthy in the sense that she means what she says. I just don't know that our values align with hers.
She sounds
That
like
is
she
good
wears her heart on her sleeves,
assertion.
like me.
But she is not to be given too much trust. She clearly has her own interests above anything else, and will gladly throw us aside if it means getting what she wants.
Perhaps it would be useful for us to try and track down Lorca before we try and take the chalice.
I agree. Or at the very least, make sure that Lorca is safe.
Of course. Without Lorca as her bargaining chip, she has nothing above us. We should be able to just keep the chalice if we so choose.
Well, Tresor, you have the biggest stake in this. What do you want to happen to Maka?
Death.
Okay, maybe we can do that. That might
Yes.
solve the Lorca thing.
Might be a bit far.
I'd rather save that option for later, though. It's risky.
Okie dokie. Well, if it does come to that, it's not like it's your fault. She did push us this far.
I don't appreciate being manipulated this much.
I certainly don't appreciate her attitude towards us, but it certainly can't be helped currently.
Not yet.
Well, are you going to sit there and whisper to each other all morning, or are you going to go get this chalice for us?
I'm down for chalice getting. How about everyone else?
Right. We'll be right on it, mistress.
No, you don't need to call me that. But I'll be staying behind you. I won't be interrupting any fights or anything like that. Again, without my powers, I would rather keep away from a pointy end of a stick or something like that. If you can understand, of course.
Hmm. Yes, I can understand. You'll just want to get yourself hurt, risk anything, getting what you want.
No, of course not. Not when I don't need to. I believe it is up that path to the north. I noticed something strange in the air, but I'd rather you check it out for yourselves.
Oh yes, before we go, who has that silver platter? I wanted to try something.
Oh, I do. It's right here. I pull it out of my backpack.
I could have done this with the pot, but that's at the boat, and this feels like it will reveal more. One of the things I found there. Let's see if this tells us anything more.
Object.
I'm going to cast object reading on that silver platter.
Mm-hmm. See if I can get this out to chat as well. There we go. You place a hand on an object to learn a piece of information about an emotional event that occurred involving the object within the past week. Multiple times, blah, 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 extra information, or all that. Alright. So, you are casting it on the silver platter, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You draw the incantations in the air and then place your palm upon the silver platter. It feels warm, much warmer than the cold silver was granting you, as you feel the warmth of somebody else's hand, as if you are at the same time as they were touching the silver platter. And that emotional event, that occurrence, seems to give you the information that a red kobold's hand grasped for the silver chalice, or for the silver platter, and quickly swiped something off the top of it before fleeing. It seems in some sort of fright, actually. That's all the information you can really glean from it, unless maybe you have a question. Maybe I can involve another sense or something like that.
Was there a specific smell? I'm
The
trying to figure out
stench?
if those fish creatures we fought were there when Lorca was.
There was a stench of bile in the air. Certainly.
A hurry. It revealed a little. Not sure if it was useful though.
Only 4 gold. Too bad for a scrying attempt.
I assume you summarize the information.
Well, yes, I summarized. Lorca definitely did take the chalice from atop this platter. Something frightened her. She ran. Quite swiftly. Might have
But
been
if-
those creatures we fought.
If your friend snatched the chalice, though, that would mean that, well, Maka already has it in her grasp.
I think something got in the way of that.
Maybe
And
Zlurnak.
this spell you did, it does it show things anytime, or is it very recent?
Oh no, I'm out. Oh yeah, within the last week.
Yeah, okay, so we know then that the chalice was definitely taken very recently, so that confirms
Yes,
a lot. Okay.
It does confirm that. Which makes sense because of the collapse and whatnot. That's all we can know for now, though. We best go on before the prissy fish gets on us again.
Lorca is red, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's really, really nice and good when she's not enthralled.
Well.
Perhaps we can do something about that.
I guess we'll figure out a way to fix it.
Alright.
Should have known something was off. Oh, I was panicking. Couldn't have known.
So, as you guys make your way back into the fungal jungle, going past the bodies of those Zulgathi that are seemingly already being taken over by a bit of a loam from the forest here. These mushrooms don't let any matter go to waste, and quickly too. They'll have a burial.
Mushrooms like fish.
They will have a burial of their own, in their own way, so to say. But as you guys continue along the north, it's about, well, actually an hour or two even. Can't quite tell. There's not an easy way to tell specifics of time in the Ember-Shroud Expanse. But you can determine, once you get around 2 hours into the jungle, following this path that seems to have been laid out before you, you see, like, wagon marks, you see, maybe a wheel that has been fallen off of one of them, maybe a lost piece of luggage from the refugees of Durzak moving through here. You're definitely on the right path, and there's nothing that tells you otherwise. But, as you all continue, you begin at first notice a tinge of heat on the air. It's already a hot jungle, it's already a hot sort of area down here in the Ember-Shroud Expanse, but it's a little bit more of a dry heat that you're not exactly used to. It seems to be coming from ahead, and rounding a corner, you realize, looking past the great mushrooms all around you, that a great plume of ash fills the air to the north. It's like nothing you've ever seen, because the moisture of the cavern often prevents fires of any great magnitude. Spores, particularly, is something you would, well understand.
No, yeah. Oh goodness, is that fire?
Do fires don't make that much?
They can if they get really big. It's really not good.
Wait, how big?
It's a plume of ash. It's like a...
Oh, I was like asking Sulfur's
Oh, okay.
in character.
Really big.
Well, that's not good. Why would they be lighting a fire like that in here?
Well, probably because the local flora is a bit less agreeable to new neighbors, from what it looks like.
I don't like it.
It's really, really bad. You can put it out, right, Rask?
I instinctively put up my aura, and a bunch of water just starts floating around me.
Mm-hmm. Sort of cools the air a bit. Gives it some moisture again.
I'm glad I waxed my pack.
Come on, we gotta go. Let's see what's going on.
Alright.
It was mentioned there is something in the air. Is this that strange thing in the air?
Yes,
Hello?
it seems to be that sort of dry heat that you're very not used to being
no,
down
that makes
here.
sense.
But as you guys rush now towards this scene before you, I'm gonna move you all over to a new scene. As rising up ahead of you, through the fungal jungle, as you get closer to that plume of ash, you realize that there are sedimentary sort of blankets of ash that are starting to reveal themselves all around you, as if laying down in heavy blankets from whatever has been happening ahead of you. But it seems like whatever has been happening for a while, as there's so much ash already, and not all that much flame, not all that much burning. It seems the burning has already, well, almost gone through, and it's just smoldering at this point. You see ahead of you a city of stone, with these sort of burnt slates, sort of creating roofs that are unfamiliar to you guys. You're usually used to your small, squat dwellings that are just made of pure stone. You don't really put shingles or roofing on your things. Neither do you make cities of this size, as I place you all down here. Stretches out
Come
before
on,
you.
come on. Come on, hurry up. See what's
Looking
going
at these
on.
Buildings and doors, are they scaled to the size of kobolds, or are they larger?
Certainly are larger, and as you guys rush up the steps here, tromping over dust and ash, seemingly from something burning. You're not sure of the whole scene yet. You are immediately stopped by a couple of Zulgathi sort of stepping out from the rubble of this ashen city. One of them stands above the rest, a little bit more straight-backed, a little bit more powerful in their confidence, so to say. Who would be entering our domain? Announce yourselves. Change the music.
Oh boy. Well, my name is Tresser. I am a merchant. I trade goods. I heard you have lovely, um, fineries here, such as like cups and goblets and whatnot. Uh, and these are my associates, Stoffers, Rask, Cal, Starnbrook. He's very tall for a kobold.
You speak too much. Are you all from Durzak? I thought we didn't have any more stragglers.
Uh, well, oh no, they're not from Durzak. I'm from Durzak, but no, they're not.
You are allowed to enter. The rest of them will come in chains. They will surrender their weapons.
That's not very nice.
Chains look so terrible on me. I have to decline.
I hold up my hands and show that I'm not holding any weapons.
Before anything else, can you at least... What's with the smoke? Is there a fire?
This city was covered in a fungal mass unbecoming of our kind. We have reclaimed our old city thanks to the Master's work, and they demanded it was scoured from the fungal mass that was growing here before we arrived. The ash will have to clear out in some due time. For now, we live amongst it.
Your master set fire to the forest? To the jungle?
Mm.
It's...
To the chaos.
Hold on. Seeing that this is likely to become violent, I'm going to try and drink this elixir.
You can drink it. He doesn't seem to bother with you. Thirsty after your travels? The
Yeah,
Master
it's
would want
not
to
used
know
to
of
the
your arrival.
dry air. Yes.
But your friends, like I said, will have to surrender themselves to our jurisdiction.
Having a piece of paper in my hand.
We're not going to do that.
Yeah, we can't. That's not gonna work. They're an unruly bunch. Like, come on. Yeah, that makes sense.
Then you are a traitor. Take them! I need your
Sounds like
initiatives.
Oh, no.
Sorry,
I'd
Cal.
rather die than get captured by you.
Ooh, that's bad. Oh, sorry. It took me a moment to chug that.
Traitors. There,
Oh, oh.
what,
Well,
the distract
I don't
answer with them?
like drinking stuff that fast.
But to go back to work again.
Alright, initiative perception. For some reason, you're doubly in the initiative. Let me remove that one. Alright, so let's change the music to something a little bit more fitting. Where is my combat music? There it is. Nope, that's not right. There we go. Alright, so who do we have first? Their leader. The leader of these two Zulgathi that he seems to carry themselves with a little bit more gumption than the rest. I do need everybody, all at once, to immediately give me a fortitude save as you're starting to notice the stench of these Zulgathi as it wafts down from you, to you from their sort of pores that, well, release this horrid oil. Tresser, you're not having a good time. Neither is Rask.
I'm
all.
not keeping this.
Okay.
Oh no.
Hero point.
Chester, you just moved into me?
There we go.
Sorry.
So, Tresser, you are sickened one, and also, in the presence of this leader, Zulgathi, you also feel it's harder to even move. It's sort of twisting in your stomach, this stench. So you have a minus 5 foot penalty to your speed.
Oh, well, that works out.
And second, sorry, who else was it? It was Rask.
Rask.
Fortunately for you, you're also pretty well sickened. With that, we start things off. They are
This is
immediately
the Mondayest of Saturdays.
going to rush forward. I'll strike down the most impertinent among you first. You will make great sacrifices. And they are going to go for a weakening strike against you, Rask.
Interesting.
Well, starting off quite strong. With a natural 20, they rush down the stairs here, and you weren't prepared for such ferocity from this Zulgath as they slam the great axe into you for 24 points of damage. But you're able to sort of push back against the weakening effect fairly well, even though your body suffers for it. Make sure to take that 24. Take a little bit less because of...
Deflecting wave. I put up a very, very quick, brief barrier of water.
Alright, so it deflects a little bit of it, but not all of it. They're then going to try to also strike at spores as their third action again, using the sweep effect of the Great Axe. They get a little bit of a bonus. It's like sort of discount agile, but it's not enough. Be able to dodge away spores. Speaking of, your turn.
As I duck under the axe, can I tell if it's made of metal? Or if he's at least wearing metal?
He is wearing metal and he is wielding a metal axe.
Alright, in that case, his force is taking several steps back.
Mm-hmm.
And then he makes this little grab at Starnberg's cane and casts Conductive Weapon.
Okay.
Here, beat him up.
A little bit sparky.
I'll be right on that.
That's all for his force's turn.
Alright. So, Starnberg, now with a weapon bristling with energy. What do you do?
Well, the weapon bristling with energy and him already in his very animalistic mood, punched over, kind of like the Zulgathi in the back. He is going to, well, immediately charge into battle.
Okay.
Step right over here. Not starting, but striding. And, actually, I'm going to move a little bit further.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then going to strike at the big Zulgathi.
Sure thing. As globules of water sort of waft around, non-threateningly, of course, even though you're wielding a electrical weapon.
I will pinpoint that.
Okay. Raising your Grifton cane and trying to slam it down. I think you do succeed because of the effect.
Ah, it's better.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Metal and electricity damage is equal to d12. It did roll only a d6, so roll me a d12. We'll ignore that extra 4 there to get the correct amount of electricity damage. Well, there's still 4. Alright.
Oh.
So, 9 from the regular strike. Let me just type that in. There we go. And the 4 from your electrical damage as well. They take it in stride. They don't fall easily.
And for my trade action, I'm going to do a map attack.
Alright. Go for another, though. They reel around and deflect your hammer with their axe. Finally, a worthy foe. That'll be your turn. But, even though you two are facing off, this one is going to sort of slink dastardly behind you and go for a flank of their own against you with their club. They try to bash it into you. Be able to quickly sort of turn around and deflect it or step to the side. They're going to go for one more, though, with their claw. A little bit more agile with that, though, again, they're just barely missing as you deflect that second strike. Kineticist, Rask. Take a nasty blow there, but what do you do?
I was originally going to go for an AoE attack on these guys. However, I kind of feel like I need to heal up a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm going to step away. Target myself for... Where is it? Title... No. Ocean's Balm.
Mm-hmm. Be healing.
For an incredibly terrible amount.
I'll get better over time, right?
And I will sling a glob of water at the big guy in front of us.
Okay.
Where's my attack? There it is.
Well, that will hit. Roll the damage. That globule
Max damage.
slams into them too. They'll take 8 from it, sort of skidding back along the ash there. Alright.
It's my turn.
So, next, the other Zlurnak. They are going to rush down the stairs towards the back line here, going for spores. They're going to go for a grab, actually, against spores, trying to get a hold of them, making sure they can't go anywhere else. This will be a 14 against your Fortitude DC of...
15.
15. So they cannot get a hold, but they're still going to try to lash at you. The trouble of it. I think they will hit exactly.
Oh boy.
Claw rakes at you for 6 damage there.
Ow.
That's all I can do. Cal, as they rush up towards you.
Cal almost reflexively turns towards this one with his bow drawn already, before point blank firing a spiked arrow straight into it.
Okay. Snapping shot straight into them. It's a difficult shot, so close, but you will make it. That'll be a hit. 2 damage from the arrow itself, but also the spines carving into them for 5. A little bit of bleed.
Awesome.
And I'm going to stride away from this guy.
Okay. A little bit down the stairs. Alright. Last but not least, Tresser.
I can retch against this effect, right?
You can, yes.
I'm going to start my turn with that. Fortitude save against it.
Mm-hmm. Though that is not enough against the powerful, oily stench of their leader.
Darn. I will stay with that for now. I will move on to try and exploit vulnerability on the big guy.
Mm-hmm. And for any weakness in their armor, you do fail, but you can always come up with some personal antithesis for them.
Deodorant, probably.
Okay.
And I'm gonna finish by trying to pick.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be rough.
9 on the dice. Even with a flank, it's not going to be enough. They're pretty powerful. Their armor deflects most of the blow.
That is my turn.
Okay. Back to the top with this Zlurnak. They're going to turn towards Starnberg, seeing them as a major threat. Sort of roar in their face. You may be tough, but I lead the Zlurnak, and nobody weak can lead our kind. 20 against your will DC of...
17, I think.
You are a little bit frightened, a little bit taken aback. At least, you've met your match, in a way. They're gonna go for a strike, trying to weaken your grip on your blade, but they've overexerted themselves. Stumble right past you. They're gonna angrily try again, not even going for the sweep against anybody else. They just want to get a hit in. They will. It lashes into you. You take 15 points of damage, and I need a fortitude save as their strike comes in. It threatens to weaken you. Goes for the tendons, trying to weaken your grip. That will certainly fail. You'll be enfeebled. 1. Which is bad for a barbarian, but that'll be their turn. Wait, hold on. They only made 2 attacks. As their third action, they are going to step down here.
They did intimidate.
Intimidate.
No, they
Attacks and
intimidated. Okay.
demoralize. Yeah,
Come on, yes.
yeah.
Let's forget about that. Spores, your turn.
All right. Swords is anxiously chewing at his knuckles, continuously peering over at the smoke, but he wants to get through this, and seeing the heavy-set sort of way the leader carries himself, he tries to make a gamble as he casts Tempest Surge on the dude.
Okay. Drawing some electricity around them, swirling towards... Sorry, which one? The main guy?
The main guy, yeah.
Okay. They make the reflex save. They will succeed, realizing what's happening. You can still deal half damage.
So half damage.
Well, half of 2 is 1. Fortunately, it just didn't work out against them.
Alright, from here, it's wisest to try and shore up the formation, and Swords rushes over to him to pose himself into a spot where that could have been flanked at some point, and tries to keep the group strong. That's it for his turn.
Okay. Sternberg, after taking some heavy blows.
The snake, even in his very aggressive state, I'll call it, seems to still have enough of a mind to him to tend to his own wounds. I'm going to do battle medicine.
Okay.
Let's hope it works.
You're patching up your wounds? It certainly will. 11 healing there. Setting your arm back into place. Something like that.
You call that an attack? How about this? And he will strike.
Okay. Back again, the conductive weapon being drawn towards that metal armor, but again, able to deflect it with the great axe.
Furious, he is going to go for another attack.
Okay. This one will miss because of the map.
Unfortunate.
Right. As you guys are dueling there, you're holding yourself up, but they're holding their own as well. You're still being harried from the back, and in fact, they're going to go for a athletics check to try to trip you, sort of bring you to the ground, which will definitely. I don't know why my dice on this the stream view are question marks. It shouldn't really be that, but either way, you can still see them in. Oh, I should change that. Anyway, 23 total against your reflex DC of
15.
15.
35, excuse me. No, 15. Excuse me.
15, yes. You are sent to the ground. As they get to the ground, they're going to go for some claw strikes afterwards. 1 and 2. Trying to slash into you, failing to do so, but mostly trying to support their ally in bringing you down. Rask, still hurting. What do you do?
Huh. At this point, I think I'm going to try to bring down... No, I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna keep focus firing. I'm gonna try to put all the damage I can into the leader at this point.
Okay.
So we're going for a full 2 action attack since it's still efficient at level 2.
Mm-hmm. Gathering up as much water as you can. Slinging it off, but again, okay.
This is my second hero point.
Use of them very quickly here. Spores, give yourself an extra hero point.
Great.
Unfortunately, not your day, Rask. You're struggling with those
Oh,
wounds
man.
still.
This is... I'm just gonna retch.
Okay.
Yeah, this is awful. What do I do? Fortitude save against the DC. Okay.
Yes. DC is 19 for the leader's stench. Fortunately,
Not
you're not
even
even
close.
gonna get it there.
19?
He's tough.
I can easily hit a 19. However, I'm not doing it.
Not at the moment. With that, this Zolgati here will realize that there is a backline that's looking weak. They're going to rush towards it, trying to get some vengeance against Cal here, just doing a strike, actually. Miss there, though. They're not doing as well as you guys, or they're not doing any better than you guys, I should say, as they miss both of their attacks there. Cal, as you're getting harried, what do you do?
I kind of follow the lead of everybody else and change my target to the main guy. I'm going to recharge my spell strike.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Yeah, I'll just fire another spell strike at him.
Sure. And because of the angle you have, it's not going to be a trouble being your allies not being in the way because of the angle up the stairs.
Oh, fella's tall.
Let's see, though. 13 will definitely hit. The arrow slams into them, crashing
My
in.
damage is wonderful today.
And it's still something, though. Brings bleed into the fray as well. I whittle them down.
That is my 3 actions.
Chesser, over to you.
Are we gonna die
Okay.
here?
Okay. Gonna retch.
Alright. 18 will definitely do it. Total of 24. So you're no longer sickened.
Okay, Rask, what did you say? You were gonna die here?
I said, are we gonna die here?
I don't think so.
Good.
If I were standing right here, left of Starnberg, could
Yes.
I, with a spell, draw a line between the main guy and the one harassing our backline?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then I am going to go here, and using the spell scroll I've been holding with my implement,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Grim Tendrils.
Alright. So quickly wafting the sigils through the air and getting this scroll to unfurl from your implement there. Yes, the Grim Tendrils rocket out. There we go, I can get it out onto the scene. But unfortunately,
Cool,
when it
I don't know
does...
how you did that.
Well, even though, unfortunately, when I click that button, it doesn't give me the actual things. What is a reflex save, or... I think it's a reflex, if I remember correctly.
It is Fortitude.
Oh, it's Fortitude, okay. It's a large morass of tendrils rushing out. The leader only does 13. What's your DC on those?
My save, it is 18
Okay, they both fail.
and 12. They both fail, so I'll roll that 2d4 void damage.
Mm-hmm. Grim tendrils rocket out. Each of them
5
takes
damage
5,
to each of them.
which is not bad at all as an AoE for 2 targets. Both weak. Well, it says deals 2d4 void damage and 0. What's the bleed damage on the actual card? 1 bleed damage.
1.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the other guy already has 2. I'm going to put the 1 bleed damage on the guy to the south, but I think that'll be your turn.
Awesome. Yep, that's my turn. That felt good.
Mm-hmm. Scroll Thaumaturge. But as you unleash that, the leader, still standing there, sees the now prone Starnberg, which doesn't really matter because they were already flanking, but they're still going to go for a hefty Great Axe strike. As they do, they're going to hit once more. Take another blow. 13, Starnberg. Oh, what is this? I see a little thing in chat. Use Amulet's Abeyance. That's fancy. Do you see that, Tresser?
Huh?
I guess you don't see it. On my screen, there's the thing that's like has Tresser use Amulet. Are you going to use your reaction there?
No.
Why not?
Wow, okay.
Oh, sorry. I don't see it. Oh, no, now I see it. Yes, I am going to use it.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I was confused.
Oh, you're like halfway to a full ring of status elements already.
Mhm.
Need more.
A lot
Quick
less
heal.
damage. That'll help. But as they see you doing that, they're going to continue the strike, sweeping into you, Tresser. And that nice bootleg agile trait on the axe will definitely help hit it.
Ow.
So you also, Starnberg and you both need to make a fortitude save, and they make a nasty sweep too.
Oh no.
Starnberg, that is blind again. I'll feel it there.
I don't know why it's rolling blind. I'm not
Yeah, I don't know why I had
having
that.
it to.
Right, holding
Maybe
shift.
when
I'm
Yeah.
not.
We'll figure that out. That's the point.
Hmm,
Tresser.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay. As they sweep through both of you are feeling weakened by the strike. What is the DC on this? Oh, DC 20. So Tresser and Starnberg, both enfeebled 1. Starnberg, you were already enfeebled 1 for 1 round, but now it's refreshed. I'll take you all. The Master has been looking for sacrifices. I'm gonna go for a map 10 sweep back at Starnberg. This one's certainly going to fail, though. Alright, Spores. Your allies are getting chewed up by that Great Axe there.
Alright, seeing the maneuver that Tresor just pulled, Spores decides to opt for a fortitude save of his own with a frostbite against big guy.
Okay. They look
I
pretty
have no
big
society, so I just have to guess.
and mean and tough. They're going to pretty easily push through the worst of it.
Of course.
But still
Well, it's a
some
basic
frost
fortitude save now, so yeah.
gets to them. And not terrible. A little bit of frostiness. They're still holding up. Maybe one more good strike, though, will take them down. Alright,
Perhaps
speaking...
Spores can provide that with a javelin strike,
Oh yeah,
the back line.
slinging that off, 2 on the dice isn't gonna do it, so the
Reroll
clatter's
that.
passed. Okay. Gotta get to
Hero
use some
point
of
as
those, yeah, exactly. Missed, though.
Fortunately not. That's all for his turn.
Still blistering with both your inner energy and the electrical energy. What do you do?
Well, for one, he will growl from the floor. Kill their leader, it'll rout the rest of them. And from that, he will get up and make good on his word as he tries to strike down the big Zulgafi.
Four on the dice.
It's
I don't
all
know why
blind.
it's going
Wow.
blind, but is a miss there.
I'm not doing anything.
If you, like, whenever you have the, like, dialogue open for a strike, there's a little drop down there.
Yep, I changed it right now.
Yeah, there we go, okay. But a miss on that as well. Just not cutting
I'm
it.
even with backswing. Good grief.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to go for a third attack. Good grief.
You stood up.
Here's a 20.
You stood up from prone, so
Yeah.
that'll be the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
This one here is actually going to slink over towards Tresser with the flank, as they've been attacking from the back line, and go for a club strike. Try to bash you in the back of the head, you just noticed it, swing around and deflect it, and claw comes in and does rake at your stomach, though.
Ow. You'd think I'd be safer from my flank with this big backpack, but no.
What are these extra rolls? Oh, never mind.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure things out.
I don't know why it's doing that. But you do take 7, Tresser. Still holding up, but a lot of you are really rough now. That'll be the end of their turn. Rask, you gotta do something here.
Yep. I'm gonna use a weapon infusion. I grab some water and convert it into an icicle knife, and I rush the leader.
Okay. Hopping up the stairs there. Pushing through the ash that sort of blankets them.
Piercing blast.
Stab it into the back of their armor. Flanking is already applying here, even though you do miss by 2 still. You're not hitting.
That was a full turn.
Okay. So then, go to another Zulgathi. You guys have been focusing on the leader, the others have been harrying your backline here. This one's going to go for Spores. Making it simple. Club, claw, and claw against Spores. Natural 20 with the club. And miss on the rest of the claws. Spores.
That'd
Slam it into the back of your head. You fall unconscious.
Oh.
Exactly. Where your HP was. That's why you shouldn't let the ads run around your backline. They can always get a lucky natural 20. Cal, what do you do?
I'm gonna delay until after. Or actually, hold on. This is very awkward.
If you stay where you are, I can flank with you. I have the move speed.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast True Strike.
Mm-hmm.
Or Sure Strike, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna try to shoot the leader in.
Okay,
Push them off.
get it done.
Casting a spell does recharge the spell strike, correct? Or is
Cast,
that only a
it's
conflict
only if
spell?
it's conflicts, correct.
Flux, yeah.
I thought so. Maybe that's a feat.
Might be, yeah.
Alright,
You-
in that case, I'm just gonna hardcast Needle Darts.
Okay. Sling the darts from your other outstretched hand. See if they hit.
It's not letting me use. Oh, never mind, it is.
18, 15. One of those definitely going to hit. Roll the damage. The darts fly through the air. They all embed themselves into him, but some of them still careen past. He's barely holding up.
That's all my actions again.
He's raring for another strike. Tresser, what do you do here?
I'm going to skedaddle down to flank with the guy harassing our back line.
Mhm.
Treasure, take him out if
No,
you
take
can.
him. Yes. He's near death. He's flanked.
Okay, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Go for a strike.
Raskasm harried from the back. Might be just your chance here. Natural 20. Will
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
that'll do
Ah,
it.
there it is.
Thank you.
Turns around to try and deflect some of those needle darts. You cleave the pick to the back of his head. He falls to the ground, dead.
Crunch.
And with that, the other two stay in the fight. They seem utterly not valuing their own lives.
Should have gone that at the beginning of the fight.
I'll handle spores if you guys take care of those.
For
Oh,
my
yeah,
next
you should
action,
move me in. You should move me in initiative.
Oh,
By
it
the
didn't
way,
do it
real quick.
automatically?
Nope.
the next
this
action, I'm going to exploit vulnerability of the guy above me.
Mm-hmm. That should be a success.
Cool. And lastly, I'll just go for a map attack.
Alright.
No, I will actually I will go for a flank.
Giving Starberg a chance. Alright. So, the leader is dead. Starnberg, you're next.
That's foreboding.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. I don't
Oh,
think you
you
should
said
be
we're gonna-
enfeebled anymore either, actually.
So I'm
Ah,
certainly
yes, that ran out.
take
Oh no,
that
Stormberg's was refreshed.
Well, it was
Oh, yeah,
refreshed
but, like-
last time, but now it's not.
Ah, okay.
We're gonna take this opportunity and immediately try and take out the Zulgar that has been harassing me.
Okay. 4 on the
boy.
dice. It's still going blind for some reason, but it's missed by 1.
Oh, gonna continue with map
Mm-hmm.
and back to me.
He's inventor moding.
Well, natural 20 will do it. So, let's see how badly you kill this one, because I'm pretty sure that's it for them.
You're furious with how these Zulgar have been dodging his attacks. He just raises his cane over his head and brings the clawed foot down on the head of this unfortunate Zulgar.
See?
Does conductive weapon apply here?
They do not have metal on them. It's
Gotcha.
only d6. Although, that's max on your damage dice there. It went blind there. Let me reveal it. Let me just do this so that there's the chat on the side reveals for those watching. As you deal 38 points damage, that's almost double their health. They're dead. They're crushed into the ash.
Ah, yes. A puddle of goop
Mhm.
where there once was a fish.
Living now,
And
only 1.
final action, I'm going to try to demoralize with intimidating glare. Why is that a private thing?
I don't know what it must have you like completely set up to always be doing blind rolls. I'll have to investigate that after or something
Fair
like
enough.
that. I don't know what it could be. But yes, intimidating glare. You sort of glare down at the other. And that is a 17 on the dice, 21, which will definitely succeed against them. They are frightened one. But still yet pushing onwards, even though all their allies are dead. Sort of in some sort of haze, some sort of control. Rask.
Yep, I step in. I'm going to Ocean's Bombs first.
Mm-hmm.
5 healing.
Back up. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Thank you.
And try to smash this thing's face with a brick of ice.
Alright. Worms in your hand, and you sort of smash it across their face, but because you're
Poorly.
still so sickened by that oil in the air, it's not going to cut it.
I'm helping, guys.
Sforz now has a chance to stop them before they continue to strike. What do you do, Sforz?
Well, I guess I will take that chance.
Mm-hmm.
He gasps a little as the splash of water smacks across his face, and even from the ground, he tries to send a frostbite into the Zolgat's face.
Okay. Make a fortitude save for them. They are pretty tough. 10 on the dice. They failed because they are frightened. They don't summon up enough of their fortitude because they're so distracted. Full damage.
Beautiful.
Total of 6. 6 is their exact HP. So they are dead. Frost
Thank
overcomes
goodness.
them. That is that. Give yourselves 80 experience points. That was not a severe encounter, by the way.
Swinging
That's
this.
concerning.
I'm not a flower.
A little lesson learned. That hurt.
So, it would seem that we're probably no longer welcome in this place.
No, but hey, we killed the
Gosh.
boss man of the fish. So
The
rest
boss
of
man
you-
of the front door.
Oh, right, the front door.
You can call
Yeah,
him the
you kinda-
gate boss.
Gate boss. Gate boss dead.
You guys aren't looking too hot. You know that?
I
Yes.
am very much well aware.
Don't worry,
This
I
smoke is
will
awful.
patch
Oh,
myself
that's
up.
blood. Hey, Raz, could you stop this bleeding?
I can give you a little healing now.
Thank
I don't know how
you.
good it'll do.
It's certainly better than nothing.
I go
Thank
off in a
you.
corner and try retching some more. Well,
Sure.
until it goes away. Can I do? Would we just...
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Starbuck is gonna treat his own wounds if we get the time for that.
Well, nothing comes running after you. What's wrong, Rask?
Oh my
I
goodness, yeah, that
can't
happened
let
to us.
go of my character.
Hmm.
You have to
Yeah.
refresh, I believe.
I had that earlier too.
You have the ruler selected.
No, he's moving his character. He's not using the ruler.
That might be the ruler module that's breaking randomly. The one that gives you a distance whenever you move your character. It works most of the time. It's working on Sternberg when I use it, but yeah, you just have to reload.
Yeah, changing buttons doesn't do anything.
Or it might be also you could go to a different scene. So I could configure the Ember Shroud sort of like splash screen to allow you guys to move over to that one. think. Can you guys move to the? Can you, if you like look in the scene tab or like something up the top, can you see the Emperor Shroud?
No.
Oh. Well then. I hit toggle navigation and nothing happened. Oh, I'll figure that out later. But yes, it should be easy enough to load in because I crunched the maps. Not like they were before. They are 90% less intense on the data. And they still look fine. Perfectly fine. Speaking of, as you guys are patching yourselves up, you have a chance to look around at your surroundings. You're on this big staircase. It's definitely not sized for kobolds. And at its sides are these sort of raised platforms almost like larger steps, not meant to be stepped on, more just maybe decorative, that lead up to this city. It's full of stonework, and these sort of slate rooftops that you can sort of see from your position here. But most notably is it's full of ash everywhere, sort of through the streets, on the roofs, wherever you can look, you find ash, soot. Strangely, on your left, you do notice some of the fungal jungle is on top of these roofs here. Seems to have been growing there. You were told that, well, they had scoured this place, but maybe they haven't scoured all of it.
Gosh, all this ecosystem just gone.
Hey, Starnberg, could you try patching me up?
We're not leaving this place until we're all okay.
Well, I may take a little while for that, but I'll be fine on the way. Don't you worry about me.
Oh, no, I'm not at all. Oh, thank you.
Can you give me a kiss from my boo-boo too?
Ooh, mystery medicine. I have no idea how much that healed.
I can reveal it as well, actually. Interesting.
Oh my goodness, I just got it. You're a snake oil salesman. Wait, do you make your own snake oil? Actually, no, don't tell me.
Tresser, have you been this far north before?
Never. Well,
Not at all.
have I? No. I stay close to Durzak. Place was promising enough. Going far was, well, kind of a stupid idea. So, this is all new to me. Oh, thank you.
So that's 30 minutes of that. So I can do 3d8 per person.
We also get. Do we have chalice?
He doesn't have chalice as an input.
No, that's at level 5.
Gotcha.
I have the
okay,
amulet.
gotcha. I remember talking about chalice, so I was wondering if that's extra healing we get.
Should do it.
Thank you. Next time.
But since you mentioned about the loss of this ecosystem, it would seem that it had invaded a previous ecosystem and replaced it.
Wait, is Starberg allowing that?
He's not. At least for himself.
That looks like enough healing. I think we're good. I don't think we need to spend another 10 minutes on me.
Okay. Yeah, so you notice this alleyway seems to be stuffed with debris. There's a alley beyond it, but you can't really see past it or clamber over easily.
Could I try to clamber over, though?
You could, yes, with an athletics check.
Don't go
Rather,
too far, Tresser. It
I'm
might
going
not
to
be able to help you.
I'm going to say
Just looking,
acrobatics
just
for
looking.
this, but it's the same for you. Yours both are +2. You try to clamber up it, but you sort of slide down some of the boards that sort of are loosely put there and fall to the ground. You
Ah.
take 1 damage.
Got a splinter.
Do you need me to take a look?
Sure. This might be a
Alright.
better route. I don't know.
Troy
could be more
tries
fish.
to make that leap.
Sure.
Traversing that is quite dangerous, If you get trapped over there, you're kind of screwed.
You do succeed, Spores. I'll move you over to the other side as you sort of clamber over it. And immediately, You hear a shout as one kobold rushes out of a tent. Hey! Who are you? How'd you get in here? Well, you jumped over to the boxes, but why are you here?
Hi, I'm Spores. I'm here with my friends to rescue the Durzak villagers.
Rescue? You're the ones they warned us about.
Well, what did they say we were gonna do?
Kill us? You're the ones that
Why
caused
did
the
you-
collapse in our town. They said people from Lyzak did it.
Well, I'm not even from Lyzak.
That's impossible. Where are you from, then?
Not Durzak or Lyzak.
Didn't know that there was any other place out there. Orca, get out here. You guys can hear this, by the way, on the other side.
Yes, I'm listening.
Lorca sort of steps out. Who do we have here? I don't recognize this one, but they're not from Lyzak either. We weren't told anything about that.
Does the name Dressor ring a bell for you?
Oh, yes, it does. Are they
Oh.
are they here?
Stumberg
It's like...
offers to like help Trezor climb over.
I don't know, is that a good idea? I have a feeling they won't be happy to see me.
Dresser's a friend of mine. If he's a friend of yours, then that makes us friends too, right?
Dresser's a friend of mine, yes, but he still has to answer for his crimes.
Oh no, what did he
Oh
do?
no.
Well, he he caused the collapse, like Zlurnak says.
Didn't your buddy behind you just say that it was the Lyzak kobold that did it?
Well, he was in league with them. He's the traitor.
Huh.
Where is he?
Is Dresser trying to keep hidden, or I can't tell?
Yeah, I'm not thinking I should go over. they don't I don't think they're gonna be happy to see me.
Well, if you're not gonna lead him to us, then you're coming with us.
Uh-oh.
Kobold
Wait,
sort of.
Wait, hold on.
Hmm?
Lorca, that's you, right?
Hello? You're on
Yes,
the other side of
hello.
the barricade.
Yeah, yeah.
Why'd your friend get over here then? Speak for yourself.
Okay. Starnberg, could you help me a
Wait.
little?
Yeah, I'll aid on his check.
Could just like destroy the barricade.
Oh, well, yeah, I
Oh,
could do that too.
yeah.
This
I-
seems
I
rude,
really
though.
Just raise his cane and bring it down in one fell swoop.
Yes, it's not that hard. It sort of
At the
collapses,
entrance.
and you're all able to see to the other side.
I meant more pick me up, but that works too.
It's about making an entrance, isn't it?
Tresser,
Lorca, oh, you're okay.
I'm fine. But you and your friends are in trouble. You have to come with us.
Okay. We'll come with you. Just let's stay calm for now.
Well, you have to give us your weapons. That's how this works.
I don't think I'm gonna be doing that, Dresser.
Can't we just walk? Be civilized.
Well, we don't have any reason to trust you. Well-
Well, to be frank, it's completely fine by
Who
me
is we?
carrying a weapon.
You and the other kobolds? Or?
Yes, we're kind of all that's left from Durzak. A lot of them died, and Zlurnak took the others away to I don't know what. But look, maybe you can help us, and maybe then you can see Zlurnak with your weapons on you.
Yes. If
Yeah, sure.
people were
let's help you
dying
first.
because of Zlurnak, then why are you so worried about us? It's obvious that your real enemies in there.
Hmm.
He's
Given
led us
what-
here all this way, and he promised us safety from the curse, or from the plague. She didn't say curse. I just said that exactly. And we've been safe from the plague. He does something. He's figured something out that keeps us not affected by it.
He figured something out about that?
Yes,
Okay, that's
he
actually
keeps
kind of
us safe from
impressive.
it, so we've been following him away from
Nice.
town, especially after what happened to it.
Hey, just a question. What have you been eating out here?
There's stuff from the fungal jungle.
Yeah, that sounds like that'll do it.
Look, maybe the others will trust you to keep your weapons if you help us with a little fungal problem. See, we're
Alrighty.
trying to scour the rest of the city so that we can actually live here and not be taken over by fungal rot and stuff like that. There's only one problem. There's these little features that are representing, I suppose, the fungal jungle that are putting up a defense on the other side of the city, just over that way.
That sounds familiar.
I
I
see.
think we've encountered someone like that already.
Oh, well, if you deal with them, and then maybe we could guide you to Zlurnak. Otherwise, we're not gonna be able to let you pass.
By the way, does Lorca look off in some capacity given what we already know about them?
Roll a perception check.
Should probably all get on
Oh.
that.
Jesus.
Starberg, you have no idea. Could be
Kobolds all
anything.
look the same.
However, Swords, maybe you're just not asking the right questions, or they're trying to hide it
Uh,
in front of the others.
Say, you've seen those stinky fishmen around, right? What are your relationships with them?
Well, they're our allies. Zlurnak recruited them. I don't know how he did it, but they follow his orders.
Lorca,
I-
do you know the name Maka?
No. No, I don't know that name.
I'm gonna make a perception check.
Me
to see if that's a
too.
lie. Wow, that's bad.
You're not sure if it is true or false. She just seems nervous, though.
No, that's fair. Well, it wasn't me who dug under the town. I've discovered some things like that, but that's to discuss with that scale boss.
Maybe it wasn't you, but
I'm currently being blamed for it.
sorry that you are. I wish you didn't betray us.
I'm sure deep down you truly are sorry.
Hmm. Yeah. Here, I'll show them the way to the fungal guys that are. Yeah, just I'll do it. She sort of walks past you guys.
Okay.
Would you folks keep an eye on her for me, please? It's,
She
better with this.
immediately turns around on Tresser. Why? How do you know Maka?
Ran into her.
We
Ran
happened
into her.
to
And
become acquaintances,
I'm not
yes.
very happy.
Well, she's my best friend. She saved my life out in the caverns. So, I don't know why you were asking about her. She,
Just curious how you knew her. You remember how you met her?
she saved my life out in the cavern. I tripped over something sharp out there, and she patched up my wounds and fought off some evil monsters and stuff that were trying to kill me. We've been best friends ever since.
What kind of monsters?
Something with tentacles. It hung on the ceiling or something?
Wait. If you met a new friend, why didn't you introduce me?
I didn't have time. Everything happened so quickly.
Wait, so when did you meet Maka?
A few days ago, before all this started. Then she told
Yeah,
me about, what was underneath our town.
yeah, I think I'm about ready to give a diagnosis that this one is truly under her thrall. Unfortunate.
Under the
You
thrall
knew
of a
about
friend?
something under the town?
Yes. I had to go get it. It was a danger to us. I had to mind my way down there. I didn't really know that it would cause the town to collapse, but here we are.
So
Well-
you just admitted that you know that Tresser didn't collapse the tunnels.
Yes, I do. I just didn't want to say it in front of the others. Look, I don't know what's going on with Zlurnak. I really don't. But I think he got to whatever I was trying to get to first down there. He must have known about it too somehow.
Well, look. Water under the boat, right? That's how the phrase goes.
Yes.
I don't blame you for that. Skill boss is very intimidating, and there's other things at play that we don't have time to get into. Um, we're gonna help you with these fungi. Um,
Are we though?
we are trying to figure out what that item was that was under Durzak. I'd like to see it.
I was told by Maka it was some sort of chalice, that I should look for it. It should be jet black, but still like a crystal. Obsidian, she called it. But I never laid my hands on it. I didn't get there in time. It was, I had to flee town.
I see.
I think Zlurnak got to it. He's been carrying it with him ever since.
Look, I don't. Okay, let me just put it. Sorry. Why
Something's
this
not lining
town?
up.
Why not?
Here?
Well, a lot of Lysakians don't like Durzak. It took me years to get in good trade relations. Did you know
Zlurnak
that?
hates Lysakas especially.
Luznak is just. When is he just gonna get old enough to chill out? Like, doesn't that happen?
He's pretty old. He's one of the older ones among us.
Oh, so he's one of the old ones that just stay stubborn and mean.
I guess. I don't know, but he guided us here. He said he was granted wisdom that we would be safe here.
That says things.
I think. I don't think we should kill these fungal people.
No, I
Yeah,
don't either.
I think what we should do
We should
is
talk to them.
deal with whatever problem is going on with Zlurnak, and then we can see if we even need to do that.
But the other kobolds won't let you near him. The only way to get to
Yeah.
him is through the gatehouse to the north part of the city.
We should make allies with these people if we can. They might help us out.
Yeah, let's go talk to the fungi people. We managed to not have to fight Shisk, so maybe we could find an agreement with them.
I
They're
mean,
probably angry about the fire.
If I may make a suggestion, I would perhaps think we should send Sforce forth so he can use his expertise in these kinds of
To
matters.
liaison.
well,
Yeah,
Zlurnak,
you are like plant magic kobold.
Yeah, I am the plant guy.
Zlurnak,
See all that lightning.
started to scour this place almost as soon as we got here. Said that he was sick of seeing all of the chaos of all this wild vegetation.
Hmm.
Well, he shouldn't
Well-
have done that. Fire is dangerous.
Well, it's sort of said and done now. It took a lot of fire, though. You know how moist things are down here. But did it anyway, because he demanded it. Look, down this passageway and take a left there through that small passage. That's where the fungal brothers, or whatever they call themselves, are. I need to get back to the others before they wonder what's
Alrighty.
going on.
I'll
Say,
bet start
Trezor,
lining up.
real quick. What color is Zlurnak again?
Hey, what color is Zlurnak?
He is red.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Could have been him that took the chalice.
No, he didn't. Or at least he took it from Lorca. Lorca doesn't remember taking it. Lorca took it and ran. That's what the spell revealed. It's not like the spell could be wrong, right?
Spell only revealed a red scaled hand.
Ah,
If they're both red scaled, then it could have been either one of them then.
What a mystery.
You've held hands with Lorca, right? Maybe you can recognize her hand better?
would I have recognized the difference?
You've not closely inspected Lorca's hand. No, you would not have been able to tell
No,
the
we're only
difference.
friends.
Aw.
As you're stepping down this passageway, you hear a clattering as all of a sudden these little seedlings, or these seed pods, are shot past you, skitter off the walls. Not a step closer. You're not the others, but you're still kobolds. You here to burn this down too? Our last home here?
That's a loaded statement.
But there were others living here. That's horrible. I can't believe they did all that.
Yeah, and you and your kind came here and started burning things without even a second glance at us. No wonder I was shooting at you. At least you don't look like the others, so you have seconds to... Why are you here?
Hi, we love plants, and we want to talk to you about that.
Roll nature.
Cal kind of calls out from the back. We want to get rid of the kobolds from here.
And Cal, you can roll diplomacy if you want to.
Stomach looks surprised towards Cal.
We're gonna put an end to him.
Can I use diplomacy to aid?
Sure, yeah. Or you can take over if you say something.
Yeah, I'll let Trezor handle that.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say something, but aid mostly.
Yeah. Basically, I want everybody to be able to talk, but one person in the group maybe gives you pointers or something and quote-unquote takes over the role for you. So it is base 20 here, which is good, and especially with Svor saying that. Well, alright. At Sheesk, we have visitors, and they're not like the others.
Sheesk? We know Sheesk.
Well, get in here and talk to him then. Stop standing in that alleyway.
She's really come all the
Thank
way
you.
here?
I mean, it's not that far.
Oh, it's my friends again.
He
I should
called
have
us
opened
friends,
with
you hear
that. You were nice enough earlier. What brings you here?
Oh, are we friends now? You seemed very prickly when we last met.
Well, you helped save my life from those Zulgathi, and the Zulgathi are my enemy. So, yes, I am your friend. Or at least, enemy of my enemy, sort of thing.
Yeah, that. We still don't like the fish people. Well, I still don't like them. I learned more, and I'm really.
The fires were done by a kobold by the name of Zlurnak, and we're gonna put a stop to him.
Oh yeah, that one with the brown face but red scales. We're familiar with him. He orchestrated all of this, and we tried to shout out for him to stop, but he ignored us and actually said that we were abominations to the natural order of the world. That we
That's
didn't
not
have
fair.
blood like they did.
Plenty of strange things deserve to exist.
That
I mean,
doesn't sound like
Hal's right
something-
here.
That makes no sense. We're all parts of this world.
Well, you tell that
There's
to
a place for
them.
all of us.
Are you gonna kick out the others? Leave us in peace? Let us replant, regrow our fungal city here? Or are you gonna turn us to
Things are-
ash like the others?
Things are very, very, very complicated, but we are not turning you to ash. No fire. We. I'm not doing that. No, you don't deserve that kind of treatment. So, what happened was, Kobold Town, Derzak, half of it caved in, and that can be kind of blamed on fish people. I keep forgetting what they're called. Fish.
Zulgath.
Yeah.
Zolgath. One Zolgath in particular, and we're trying to resolve things.
Which Zulgath was that?
Maka.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so, actually.
He's blaming Maka.
I'm blaming
Instead
Maka
of
for the
Lord.
most
Yeah,
part.
okay.
They did some things that caused the town to collapse, these kobolds to seek refuge, and now the I'm never gonna be able to
Zlurnak.
remember Zolnak. They kind of push things, and the scale boss burn things down. You know that half of it. We're gonna stop them from burning things down. We're gonna help you replant. But for now, we need you to. What did they say the problems with the mushrooms were? That they were fighting back, or that they were just defending?
That they were defending their home.
Yeah, they wanted to finish burning this down.
No, they want to finish burning this down.
This side of the town still seems to have.
Is these people entered an overgrown garden and needed some space for themselves, and to that end had to unfortunately remove a few of the mushrooms. Perhaps something can be negotiated though to perhaps arrange some living conditions between the kobolds and you.
Yeah.
The kobolds are not staying here. Why are you
that's
even
not fair.
suggesting
It's temporary. It's just like
temporary stay.
we're gonna try to get them to not burn down anything, and if that doesn't work, we're gonna have to be a little more forceful about it. But
there's still half a Thurzak for them to go back to and to rebuild around.
Or they can come to Lyzak, as much as I hate that idea.
There's nothing wrong with them coming to Lyzak. We could use them.
I'm trying to reach a diplomatic solution in which the kobolds shouldn't have a reason to burn down your homes, and you shouldn't have a reason to fight them.
Right.
Yeah, they all seem very damn convinced that burning it down is good because they follow Zlurnak. They're not going to be friends with you if you side with us, and the other way around.
Well, what if they think we side with them?
Well, you should be a very good liar then.
I am not. Well, kind of. I'm okay. I'm okay at it.
I have a thought. Do you all know of maybe another way into where Zlurnak is? Maybe around the other kobolds.
Not that we know of, especially since all of it's been burned down. You should see the center district, the temple district. That's where Zlurnak is right now. And he burned that the most. It's covered in blankets or a sea of ash in there.
Temple district.
The only way in without, flying over these 30-foot walls all around here would be through the gate, and those kobolds are guarding the gate. There's also a strange kobold over there that's set up a shop near that gate.
Might check that out.
Buy some souvenirs.
Here's my idea. What if you pretend to retreat? Pretend to leave. I know this is asking a lot. You pretend to leave, so they think we got rid of you. And
It's
we
really
go
unfair.
and stop.
They'll just burn down the place if they're gone.
No. And before they burn down the place, we take out the scale boss, or at least knock him down a peg, so that they don't burn down the homes.
What's stopping them from just immediately moving over and burning it down in that case?
That's risky, yeah.
It's very risky.
Well, roll a diplomacy check.
Would you be willing to take a risk?
No.
Probably not.
No. Do Tresser, though, because of the circumstances with Lorca and such. Give yourself a hero point if you want to use it now, or later. And Starnberg, also give yourself a hero point.
It is very tempting. I could roll a 3, but the DC is probably pretty high.
If you fail, you don't get a second chance on this sort of fake withdrawal. They will not leave.
That is true. This is my only chance. I'm going to do it.
I do wonder though, why
yeah.
you choose
Hmm.
this place in particular? This doesn't seem like mushrooms would be all that, uh, well, useful around here, given there's already all these buildings taking up the place.
The terrain is excellent for the growth of our kind. It's sheltered very well against outside threats. There are certainly monsters out in the fungal jungle that will feast upon me and my kin, or at least when we are growing. It's safer in these artificial ravines in this city. It's
Yeah,
a
that
breeding ground,
makes
essentially,
sense.
for us. But, Tressa, I guess, if you can absolutely guarantee that they won't burn us down, if they won't burn the rest of the city down, or at least the fungus on top of it, then we'll withdraw for now. But you have to find a way for them to be stalled while you take care of your main target here.
We could tell them that there's some sort of fungal infection in the air or something that's dangerous if they come over here.
If you're good liars.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, we
not.
could try that. That's actually a very good idea. Tell them that, hey, we took care of the mushrooms, but there's some very dangerous spores. So maybe like wait a few days for that to clear out. Then you
If
you
it's
can go.
really if it's really wet here, it'll be hard to start a fire. So maybe grass can do something to dissuade that for a little bit.
Add a little moisture.
I wonder if I can. I don't know. I'd have to get everything really wet. I don't know how long it would last.
Everything's already wet enough here.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I do like that toxic spores idea. No offense. No offense on that.
So we get them to leave, and as a parting gift, because they're angry with us, they release these spores. You
Yeah,
better
something like that.
you better remember this story, Tresser.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm writing it.
Just
Well,
in case, you don't happen to have any spores that are exactly like that, right? That might be really convenient.
No, we don't have deadly spores on us. We're not that powerful. If we did, we would kill them all. But
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's fair.
yes,
I probably would have done the same thing.
we'll make our way out the same way you came in. They don't patrol down there because, well, we sometimes patrol there. We'll stay close by though. If we see fire, we're going to come in and enact our vengeance.
Well, hopefully that
Understandable.
doesn't happen.
All right,
Thank you.
everyone. We're gonna take this risk. Better than a stalemate. All right, so they gather up and just wait on you guys to get out of the way. They head on out.
Well, I hope this works.
It should be
Mhm.
easy enough.
It
With a
just
doctor on your side, perhaps I
It's
can
Lorca, so is that like
make up some symptoms.
I've never lied to Lorca. Lorca.
I take my sash and I tie it around my face like a makeshift mask.
Okay.
Just to try to sell the story.
ask. You don't want to give them ideas.
I don't do it.
You reach the smashed barricade.
You're right.
Hello.
Oh,
Lorca.
you're back.
Lorca.
Good. So you now seem pretty quick. You dealt with them.
Yeah, it was pretty rough though. We got into a scuffle, but we managed to chase them out. On their way out, they spurted out some pretty noxious spores. So
Yes.
any fires probably couldn't be started. Like if you were to go over there, you'd collapse and die. If you were to start a fire, the spores would spread over here.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't.
Roll a deception
It
check.
should.
Uh,
Oh, deception check,
well,
yeah.
I will try to aid
Oh.
slash take that over potentially.
Okay.
Yeah, please take that over.
Tresser's actually really good at deception.
I'm a merchant.
good
I know
enough,
how to
though.
lie.
Not
Part of the job.
seemingly good enough. As Tresser says that, the other kobolds sort of whisper in Lorca's ear. Why, if they had deadly spores, why didn't they use them on us?
There were some weird ones there, like they weren't there before. Like, not normally in the jungle.
How do you know they weren't there before?
Because
saw
we encountered some on our way up here.
Hey, you go check. See if they're gone.
Be careful. Don't breathe too much while you're in there. Like a little maybe, but like not too much.
Well, another deception check. It'll be against this one. Not against
Okay.
Lorca.
well, once again try to aid or take over.
Nailed it.
Can I donate a hero point?
No. Don't allow it. Something's fishy about what they're saying. I'm gonna go check.
Not a fish.
Lone Kobold heads over to check. Rask, you're around the corner.
Yep.
Rask, go get him.
Calls in a whisper to Rask. One went off towards the fungal area. Go take him out or something, Rask, if you can. Just knock him out or something.
Oh, I can do that. I'll rush that direction then.
Rask, as you get to the corner here, you sort of peek around and you see that kobold sort of shaking a little bit frightened to sort of brave the fungal area over here. What do you do? Actually, I want a stealth check from you.
Cool, yeah, let's do it.
Whenever our group tries to do anything subterfuge related, we always just fail horribly.
Well,
You
not
have
with
a
a
good
natural 20.
stealth modifier now.
They will be off guard to whatever you do to them as well.
Oh, please, just knock him out.
I can knock them out. My my abilities. Oh shoot. If I wanted to knock him out, honestly would have to use actual unarmed attacks. My water isn't non lethal yet.
Can't you make attack?
You can make it with a -2.
Yeah.
Right. I was thinking of another feat that can make things non lethal. Well, that'll just mean I don't need the -2. Doesn't
Correct.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't have a strength bonus or anything, so I can actually just do it from here. I'm just gonna go for a watery attack, and
Okay.
we'll have to, as part of the channel elements, I can do a single action elemental burst in the same action.
Yeah. Go for it.
It's not strong.
But neither are most kobolds, so
Gotcha.
you'll be fine.
13.
Oh.
That's almost a crit. Roll the damage, though. As it batters into their back, they're slung towards one of the broken pillars on the wall here. 4 on the dice, plus
Oh, that
your
would have been a
modifiers.
-2 also, so 19 to attack.
Yeah. They're hit, but they don't go down. Ow! What was... Hey! They're gonna go into initiative here.
Meanwhile, on the other side.
Ask, I need your initiative, as he realized it didn't succeed the first time around. You go first.
Lol.
So he's sort of scuffled, or, whatchamacallit. He's having a hard time doing whatever he's trying to do. Yes, what do you do?
A 2-action blast.
Okay, as he sort of batter him against the wall, he's dazed. There we go, that's the word. He's dazed for a moment. Give another chance to sling something else at him.
Ooh.
That misses as he realizes what's coming. Dodges away. You have one more.
Second one.
Natural 20, okay. Rushing to get a third projectile out, he didn't expect the last one. It hits him square on the head, a tooth goes flying. I believe a crit will put him down. Let's see what you roll.
So this will be... Oh, good. I can just click that off. Good.
Hmm? Yes, plenty there. As he falls to the ground, tooth knocked out. Not dead, because you made sure just to knock him out.
Yeah, I'll look him over just to make sure he's okay.
Mhm.
So what now?
Hurry back.
Hmm, Find a place to store him.
It's not that far away.
Where is he?
I told him not to breathe.
You think he's
Nope.
dead?
I'm actually going to store him in the fungal area
Okay.
and make it look like he's like just passed out in there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yes. Drag him
somewhere
on over
here.
there.
Maybe even like here, like right here. Yeah, that's good. That's perfect actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to go around the corner. Okay. Hide my thing. Run like hell. Okay.
You were right. Not coming back. Or you didn't get rid of them, and they're still there.
But if they're still there, wouldn't he come back and tell you
Why would-
about whether they're still there?
Or maybe he got killed by them.
No, he's not that foolish.
Roll one more deception check. DC is lowered
Okay.
because of the circumstances.
Same thing as before.
Alright. Alright. I think you're right. We should stay away from it for now.
Thank you.
You wanted to go see Zlurnak then?
Yeah, just talk to him. Things have been crazy, and we need to clear some things up.
Okay. Alright. Come along then. We'll escort you over.
Tell the CEOs there exactly just want to talk to him.
I'll make your way
Yeah,
up here.
he's a game boss. Game bosses deserve some respect. Billionaires no.
Oh, and if you wanted to say hi to Milk, maybe he has something to sell you.
Oh, hey!
Hello.
Hi, Milk.
You want to buy? Milk's Emporium is open.
Oh, wait, can I afford that?
Do you even have milk down here in this cavern?
Oh my goodness.
What's Milk?
He's
You
right
have
there.
me.
Hold on.
Waffle.
I could do things with this.
Oh no, there's no gnomish pans here.
You can also sell things here if you want. Remember, it's half price, but don't drag it in there. Just put it in. Oh, I didn't make a sale box yet for you guys. I should do that.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Oh my goodness. I freaking love that a waffle iron is a specific item.
Well, I'm broke, as it were. I only have a single silver piece to my name, so suppose.
Hey, it's one more than me.
Ruler, you could smack people with that.
You should probably sell the stuff that we put in the stash.
Yep, I gave
Hold
you
on.
a sale box. You should see it in the Actors tab. If you want to sell anything, just throw it in the sale box and we'll half it. Remember that treasure items just get sold regularly, so you don't have to put them in the sale box.
I am currently still holding the silver platter in my backpack.
Still holding on to it. Okay.
If the rest of the party wants to sell it, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll continue to hold it until we're done with it.
I don't think we can learn anything else from it.
I would prefer to hold on to it.
Okay.
We have the grand total of 10 gold pieces to our name. Yippee.
Did we loot the guys at the stairs?
No.
I took one health potion off of them.
Cal's rushing back. Go loot,
Hi,
guys.
Yo, Arena City.
I guess I didn't telegraph that you
even
guys
look.
would have a shop here, but I figured it was appropriate. They would still have to sell and buy things, the Durzakers. And Chesser, you know Milk. He's a little bit eccentric, like you. Anybody who's a merchant would be eccentric, but he's more of a local trader. He doesn't go to Lyzek.
You can't get into being a merchant if you're not eccentric, at least a little bit.
I have many
It's a
trinkets here.
I like your trinkets.
Like this. It measures 1 foot, but it's not a kobold's foot. It's strange. I found it in the ruins here.
Whoa. What would
Does
have
it fit
feet that big?
Your foot, Starbrick?
Cal comes back and just dumps a bunch of stuff on the counter.
Ah, more stuff. Good. I can sell it to the dumb Zulgath. Yeah, anything, throw it in the sale box.
Yep, I
Oh,
did.
also, Zulgath did show me something. If you slash somebody's eye, it makes their eye better. So, if you want, pay me and I'll cut your eye.
Cal looks very skeptical.
Oh, yes, I've actually read about that. That works.
It lets you see blood, yes.
Well, that'd be useful. Most things I don't like have blood. Ta-ta.
But
But
don't
I
you
know
like
what a
me?
horse
I
is.
have blood.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't know what a horse is. I'm falling into it again.
I don't like it.
I don't have anything else for the sale box.
Alright, everyone good on the sale box?
Yes.
Is it possible for us to scrounge up enough for a weapon potency rune?
Oh,
That's really huge.
half of what's... Why are silver pieces in the sale box?
And to be split.
Oh, okay. I'll just put it in the stash if it's to be split then. Or like coins. Oh, I'll put it up
I
there.
want to convince the kobolds that these silver pieces are worth more than they are.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
No, don't. I'm a merchant. He's a merchant. He knows better.
So
Be nice to him.
half of 32.6, what is that? 32 is 16 and
16.3.
16 gold, 3 copper is what you guys have in your party inventory. From your
I just realized I
sales.
probably gave my players way too much money.
Man, I wanted the eye slash, but.
I'll be around. If you see something you like, just remember Milk's Emporium.
We can come back here after we're done with our other business.
Yes, yeah, I guess we can.
I buy and sell anything.
Why do I have a lantern?
That's
Oh yeah,
kind
it's
of neat.
useful.
As he had mentioned the ruins, though, I can't help but wonder who built these. Kobold certainly don't seem to have built these.
From what I can tell about these ruins, they are big people ruins. The Zulgath like to be here, and, you know what? It was one of the Zulgath that told Zlurnak, the one in armor, about this place. They said it was ancestral.
So it seems to be a
That doesn't-
Zolgath city.
Coincidence.
I want to buy one of these tents.
Oh, you buy tent, good. You can sleep in it. Did you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can do that. I already have a 4-person tent. I mean, Cal can sleep outside. Actually, no. Stormberg sleeps outside because he's a little bit.
He
bigger.
actually has his own tent, so that doesn't matter.
I would like to purchase your waffle iron. Well, one of your waffle irons, not all of them.
Very good idea. You
What are you
pour...
gonna use waffle iron down here for?
Make
You'd
waffles.
be amazed what you could do with a waffle iron.
You pour fungus sap into it and it makes a fungus waffle. It
Well,
sounds
waffle.
disgusting, but it's actually good. I was going to make a worse joke, but never mind.
What color is the fungus sap?
Don't ask me.
It depends on the mushroom. It's like a grayish orange.
Yes, we'll go with
Probably.
that.
Oh, I see what you think.
All right, everybody. I think you've spent enough time at
got
Milk's
these.
Emporium.
Oh, it gets worse. Yeah, let's go. I have the waffle iron. The scale boss probably hates waffle irons or something. I think I remember something like that.
I always kind of wanted my own tent.
The mushrooms seem to be hating waffle irons, probably if we use fungal sap for them down here.
I'm kind of curious. As we're moving through this area, like, are any of these buildings open?
Not really. It seems like most of them are like the ash is piled up against them, against like stone doors that probably haven't been opened in a very long time, judging by the rubble and such. And it doesn't look like the kobolds or the Zolgath have attempted to even enter some of the buildings. They have their tents up outside and such. None of the buildings are open. Mostly because I didn't want to model the inside of these buildings. You come back to
everyone talks
Mik.
a lot.
Sorry, good.
I'm ready.
You know, everyone talks a lot about all these dangerous predators in this cavern, but I haven't seen any.
In a pinch, you could just use a waffle iron as a weapon, just smack someone with it. It's not very effective, but it hurts.
Sforz, did you not see the giant shark?
He's just a friend.
Oh, okay.
I
We're
don't think
probably gonna have to do
this
something with
has
that
to
shark.
be- I don't think the
Yeah,
fun
that's
have to worry about the
that's a
shark,
bridge
though.
we burn later.
You come back
Yeah.
to Milk's sometime. If you don't die.
I'll be back, don't worry. And you can't burn a fish if it's underwater.
Alright. As you guys step towards this gate here, and the kobolds sort of allow you to pass even with your weapons, since you helped them, quote unquote, with the mushroom guys, we're gonna take a 5-minute break here.
Alright.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Those of you watching, we will be back in 5 minutes. See you in a bit. And we are back, and everything is working perfectly. Good. Okay. So, is there any preparation you guys do before you step through this gate to the temple district?
Is there
nothing I
anything?
can think
Is there anything we can do for Stormbreak at all?
Well,
Healing wise.
he will continue to refuse healing from Rask.
We can hold him down.
Health by treat wounds has run out by this point.
How long does it take? An hour?
Well, it's down to 30 minutes from like when we were camping earlier because of the refocusing from Rask.
Oh,
You're
okay.
gonna have to get continual recovery like ASAP.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Your battle medicine? No, it's only daily. Never mind.
Yeah, it's daily.
You could wait 30 minutes, like, if you don't think
But
you're
what if
like
he
you don't
missed
feel
out
in that
on
rush.
the super special thing?
I mean, the guy that Rask knocked out probably
Oh, yeah.
is on the timer.
Well, prepare yourselves how you should, but yeah. All right. I'm gonna move us over to the final scene. Change the music as well. As you enter through the gate, you step out into a great field of ash. This temple district probably didn't have many buildings to start with, as it was more of an open area for worship. And as you sort of trudge across some of the sort of sandy or ashen dunes here, you make it to the center of the temple district. You find yourselves amongst these step pyramids, these sort of ziggurats that have these great braziers that are burning bright atop of them. I'm gonna move you over. There we go. And all of it is awash with that same ash, burned out from the fungal jungle that used to overtake this whole area here. You see a couple of Zulgath milling at the bottom of it, some kobolds with crossbows standing at the top, and just barely viewable at the very top, Scaleboss Zlurnak, standing atop an altar, and, well, seemingly dripping with blood from his maw, as there is a dead kobold also at his side. He holds the chalice, the obsidian chalice, it also drenched, sort of dripping with blood on its side, as he sort of steps away from the altar for a moment. Welcome. Finally you're here. I was expecting you. I was hoping I wouldn't have to sacrifice one of my own. But you took too long. It was going to be one of you. It was going to be you, actually, Tressa. That's too bad, really. But don't play dumb. You were down there. You were in the Silver Refuge. You saw what they were doing, our predecessors. Those from above, from the surface, who came down here to experiment.
And so you decided to imitate them?
Why follow their footsteps? You idiot!
Well, you see, I'm not following in their footsteps. I'm doing something new. They were experimenting on raising creatures out of the dregs of the primordial soup. These Zulgath were but lizards crawling around blind in these caves before they were raised by, well, those who came before into sapience. But there's a catch to that, as there is always a catch to rapid evolution. They can be controlled by the same device that allowed them to be raised out of, well, out of the primordial, out of being just a beast, into consciousness, shall we say. So I control them now, even yet after what, maybe hundreds of years since they were raised, they can still be so easily controlled by the same implements that created them. So now I have an army of them, gathering even more as we speak. They are drawn to a chalice when it has a master, like flies to dung.
And to use it, do you really have to kill?
Oh, no, that's the other part. The third option that the chalice provides. So keen were they to, well, put all of their power into singular objects, I'm quite happy for them. You see, I think one of you knows more than they let on about our history, as he sort of reveals a much longer fang than is normal for a kobold. I have been granted eternal life by this chalice, and so too will all my kin. That is how we survive down here. No plague will harm us. No outsider will conquer us. And we will be raised to heights greater than our meager forms had allowed in the first place.
You're mad. This isn't going to work like you think it is.
Why not? Why not even join me? You can have eternal life if what their research says is correct. All you need to do is to drink the blood of a kin of yours. This one was a cousin of mine. He was fairly useless, but now he's very useful. All you have to do, Tressa, is perhaps, take another one of our kin. Useless ones. Maybe Lorca would be your sacrifice. And you could have eternal life.
That kind of life wouldn't be worth living.
Wouldn't it?
You've lost something. I don't know what you're missing, but something in that head of yours is gone.
This is the only way to fight back against that curse. That curse afflicts those who must consume meat and flesh. It doesn't count for us, though. In our forms, in our, as it is called, I assume, or I have read, in our vampiric forms, it allows us immunity. I don't know why, I don't know the history behind it, but whoever's angry at us for eating their fish, or whatever, I don't know why, I don't know that part of this story. All I know is that I have to be powerful to survive it, or we're all going to be wiped out by it. You don't have any solution for it either, I bet.
May I make an esoteric lore check about vampires?
Sure.
Or that would...
A natural 20. Okay. So, vampires, as you delve deep into your psyche and sort of dredge up esoteric knowledge from seemingly nowhere, in this pivotal moment, you're able to find it. Vampires played a very pivotal role in the history of the world. So their status as immune to whatever this is must have to do with that history. Whatever that history is. But you don't know that history. You only know that, well, there is that connection.
Some of what you're saying is true, but I don't like the path you're walking on.
Why not? Why not?
It's not a price that should be paid.
I will pay any
It's not
price for my
worth it.
people to survive. Even if some of them have to die, more of us will live in eternal power and immortality. Join us. Any one of you. You can step up onto this altar. We can go to Lyzak, choose a kin from amongst your people, and we can give the same thing to you.
I'm going to kill you.
That's one way of putting it.
I think that chalice has gone straight into your head. It's messing with you.
This is sick. You're sick.
I look at the
I
Wickens a
start
lot. and
I
this
start
is wrong.
emanating water and like seething.
Hold your horses. Wait, I don't know what a horse is. Hold your fish. I have one question for you all.
Hold your line.
What do you think you're going to do if you kill me here with the chalice? It's out in the world now. The box is opened. The world must contend
Hold on to
with
it,
it.
obviously, so that no one gets any sort of stupid ideas like you do.
Oh, you will hold on to it. That's a quaint theory. That's a quaint idea, I should say.
We'll take these things one step at a time.
I don't think your allies should trust you with it. They have good reason not to. Maybe they should ask.
What are you talking about?
Ask him. Ask him.
He just awkwardly coughs into his fist.
Do you know something? Now is a good time to speak up.
He knows
Well,
most of what I've already told you.
there may be some truth to his words, I will have to admit. Though, not exactly. I'm not exactly vampiric in nature, if that's what you're wondering.
Well, what does not exactly mean?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would be a 5. I'm only partly a
Ooh.
vampire.
Well, that-
what the,
Makes sense. Interesting. That explains the healing thing.
And he could become a full one. Something he's always desired, I'd bet. As long as he had the chalice, he could go back home and slay one of his snaky kin. It's hard to
Would
come
you?
by these chalices. It's hard to come by a true vampire. As far as I have read.
What brought you to this city? Why are you here?
It's a locus of power. It's where I can gather the Zulgath. This was their city a long time ago. And it seems after their rise from their primordial nature that they took to the same sorts of, well, bloody acts as their creators. Look at this place. It was feature made for sacrifice. The blood would flow down from the altar to feed that pool at your very feet. Shame they haven't used it in a very long time. I wonder why this city collapsed. Who knows? Who cares? All I needed it for was a place to gather. After what happened to Durzak, I couldn't exactly stay there. This place, though, has plenty of place to live. Plenty of breathing room. After we've dealt with all the fungal mass that has, disgustingly made its way across this area.
you're the disgusting one. You drive out life that's already thriving here just so you could take it for yourself? How could you do such a thing?
I got bored, ruling a quaint little town at the edge of the world, at the underside of it. I wanted more, and the chalice called to me. Oh, this has all been so very interesting. Research to discover. But that's enough of that. We'll see who's worthy of this chalice, and whoever gains the upper hand, they won't resist its allure.
There's one thing we can agree on. Enough talk.
You guys have the opportunity to spread yourselves out a little bit so you're not at the very edge of the map. But I need everyone's initiatives.
I assume I probably shouldn't
Maybe
use
not
the
that close.
esoteric lore check
A little bit
as
back.
my initiative.
Like, that's as far as you can go.
Since I managed to get a nat 20 on the check about vampires, could I use esoteric lore for initiative?
Sure.
Thank you. Oh, I got 25.
Yeah, I'll just add you in. I'm just gonna roll it and then move you around. 25.
Okay.
That'll be easy. Puts
Thank
you
you.
right at the top.
Wow.
Pretty well aware of where this was going to go. You know exactly how it ends, or at least you have it in your head. So, you stare across this ashen field, up the pyramid there. What do you do?
First, know thy enemy. Exploit vulnerability on skill boss.
Okay.
Failure. Okay, that's good enough for now. I will then move to the side a bit. About here. And lastly, I have one more action. Can't do that again. Tear seems fine. That might be the end of my turn. Wait. So the chalice, its influence would be a magical effect, right?
What are you asking for?
If this would apply.
You become
I'm
aware of a magical effect or see a spell being cast. You can immediately turn to twist. If it twists your mind, fights against fortune, or reveals secrets. None of those apply here.
Alrighty. Then I think that's my turn.
Okay. So, as you rush up there, we're going to go to one of the kobolds that seem to be much more loyal to Zlurnak than the others. They're going to heft their crossbow up and take a shot. Actually, they're going to dive over to cover just about here, and then hide behind it. Natural one, you know exactly that they are there. So it doesn't come as a surprise when they shoot towards you. And
Whoop.
miss just barely as it skids into the ash at your feet. It'll be their turn. Starnberg.
I don't need to be a full vampire to feel this kind of rush. And he dashes
Well, it
forward.
explains how he fights.
Oh,
And-
and Chesser, Starnberg, Cal, since you are in the aura of this Zolgath, I need fortitude saves for the stench. Very fine 19 there. And Starnberg still... Yeah, there we go. Cal is the only one who has a chance of failing. Let me actually see what the DC is. You succeed. You're all good. Okay. Starnberg, you rush in.
And he will, well, once again, bring his cane down to bear on this poor Zulga's head.
Okay. That's going to be a hit. Let's see, reveal it. Just barely not a crit.
Unfortunate.
And 8 damage. Cracks into them, but they're not stopping just yet.
I will do a map attack.
Okay. Missing on that one. 7. Alright. That'll be your turn. Is your rage free? Is it free at the start now?
Yeah, quick tempered.
Yep, PC2.
Okay, okay. Alrighty. We go now to scale boss Zlurnak.
Okay, curious.
Also, if you played Agents of Edgewatch, you might recognize this kobold. Anyway. Nobody plays Agents of Edgewatch, but it's kind of bad.
Oh no.
Sad.
How about I show you all some of the power that comes from, well, doing what I did. Yeah. Ash, burn, sizzle. A 20-foot burst of ash, a cloud of it, hits the field
Is this
here.
a weather effect?
This is an air effect, but it's not a weather effect.
Darn.
Weather would be like more natural.
Don't love this.
So I
Weather
need a
will we do?
fortitude save on Starnberg, Cal, Sforz, and Rask as an ash cloud swirls around you. Embers burn at your lungs. It's hard to breathe within it. That's a critical fail
Got it.
on Cal.
I'm gonna go
I'll
ahead
be
and,
rolling that.
At least not a crit fail. Cal, you
Oh my god.
fail regularly. Sforz, you crit fail on both of those, even though we take the higher. So Sforz, you're going to take the full damage of this. Total of 22 damage because you took the crit fail. You immediately are choked and fall completely unconscious.
I use a reaction to reduce damage.
Okay, because it is fire. Sforz, you were at 21 health. You took 22
Yep.
damage. That should keep him alive, Rask, if I'm correct.
How much does it prevent?
What's that?
How much damage does it prevent?
0. It only affects myself.
Oh, does
Oh,
Not even your
okay,
aura?
never mind.
it? Yeah.
I
No,
thought the
my aura
gave-
doesn't have any fire resistance yet.
It,
Okay.
what?
So,
I thought I
Sforz
did that already.
falls straight to the ground. You would be blinded for a round, but, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
Not
down.
to worry.
Alright, you're blinded already. So, failure on, let's see. Cal, you are dazzled for a round. So let me drag that onto you.
Yep, I already got it.
And you guys all took your damage for this as well, I believe.
Yep.
Alright. As the ash cloud swirls there, is it a persistent effect? I don't think so. I think it's just a burst, yeah. So.
It has a duration of 1 minute.
Oh.
We weren't supposed to take
That
the
was-
effect until we start our turn in that.
Cloud is difficult terrain for flying creatures. And creatures in the cloud can't detect anything using their sense of smell. Start their turn within the cloud. Take 2d4. Oh, okay. You would have all still started your turn inside of it at some point. But we can rewind if you guys would like. Sorry, I mistaken that one.
I mean, probably would help.
Uh,
Maybe? Question mark.
It might
No.
allow a little bit of time to do something.
Okay,
maybe.
so let's rewind on all of this.
but we're just keeping our saves, right?
We will not.
No.
It could be worse for your allies, so, you know.
Yeah.
We will do this properly, I think is the appropriate thing to do here. Sorry, I should have read what that was doing. I thought it was because it's a burst. Usually I take bursts as immediate effects. So, that
Yeah, it's
ash-
also usually like on cast, and then like if they end their turn in it.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
Alright, but that ash cloud is swirling. You know it's dangerous. That is 3 actions on his turn. We're going to continue with one of these other kobolds. They're going to... let's see, where do they go? I think because of this... Oops, I'm on template mode. Because
I
they're
forgot
on...
to say the personal antithesis is a waffle iron.
Yeah. They're on this hill because of how the step pyramid is. They can stealth here. Sort of just out of sight. And then peek up at whoever they're going to shoot, which they're going to shoot Starnberg. Starnberg, your perception is lower than their stealth, so you will be flat-footed. The strike. Crossbow. Slung out here. It will almost crit, but only a hit. Good that, because they have sneak attack on it. 10 total damage. Alrighty. With that, that'll be their turn. Going to this Zolgath right in front of you. They're not going to move or anything like that. They're just going to strike. So, athletics check. Oh, you should not be guard. There we go. So, club strike. 19. Definitely a hit. Again, just narrowly avoiding crits here. And minimal damage on that. 5 damage there. They go for a claw strike as their second and third actions. 16 on that with Agile will hit. And 19 on that with Agile will hit as well.
Wow.
First attack would do enough to bring you down. They would not have done their third attack then, so they would move instead. That puts Starnberg down within the cloud of ash as well. Spores, over to your turn.
Alright, time to make that fortitude roll.
Correct. You start your turn in the cloud, getting a little bit better of a roll. His DC, though, is 20. You fail. So, we'll be taking full 2d4. You roll that. And you'll be dazzled as well. 9 damage there.
Awful. Dazzled affects each target. Does concealment affect each target of electric arc separately?
Yes, it does, because they're two different
Gotcha.
targets. The ash swirls and chokes you here.
In that case, Spores is going to try and stick around and thin out the pack by starting here first, and then making a strike with, well, not a strike, but casting Frostbite on this Kobold to the back here that's taking pot shots.
Okay.
It's got minor cover, right? Lesser cover.
Cover doesn't matter for fortitude save.
Right, forgot about that.
And 60 feet, are you within 60 feet of it?
Yep.
Yes, okay. Kobolds are not known for their fortitude, but this one just barely pushes through it. They'll take half. Half of 5 will be 2 on them. Take a little bit of damage, but they're still going to be, well, going forward. Alright.
Spores sputters and coughs and hates fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for his turn.
Now, Cal, I need your fortitude save. For the ash cloud. 17 will fail. You'll take the full damage.
I'm gonna reroll. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna reroll with the hero point.
Okay.
In the hopes that it succeeds, and that did not.
Well, we'll take the failure. So 8 damage there. You become dazzled. Alright.
Alright, well, I need to get out of this cloud,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm going to stride.
Away. Up onto one of these step pyramids. Guys gotta coordinate here. It's gonna be a tough fight.
Any chance I could get you to stand within 10 feet of Spores?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
What for?
Wait, actually, hold on. That might not be necessary. I'm not sure I can do the same. I'm not sure I can do the same impulse more than once, actually.
Either way, Cal, what's your plan for the rest?
Well, I'm just gonna try to spell strike the Zolgath right in front of Tresser.
Mm-hmm. Draw it back. It'll be a DC 5 flat check. So let's roll that first. You have the little buttons on the bottom there, the dice tray. 8 is good enough. All right. Make the mark, and 19 against them will be a critical strike.
Oh yeah.
So, slinging that arrow out, it carves straight into their skull, sending them dead to the ground.
Oh yeah.
It's a good start to things.
That's my turn.
All right.
I can do it.
Rask, your turn. I need a fortitude
Stride.
save first.
I'm gonna do fortitude save. Ooh, not good.
That
Not a
will
crit
be
fail.
not, yeah, because you have a high fortitude.
Not a
Take
crit
that.
fail.
Good.
Take the regular damage of that, which will be 8.
I reduce it with deflecting wave.
Mm-hmm. I'm a little bit dazzled. You only become dazzled for a turn, so once your turn goes up, when you have the dazzled, it goes away. So, Cal, you can do that.
Good news. I don't need to attack.
Mm-hmm.
I can do Ocean's Bomb twice.
Ocean's Bomb is still a targeting effect. Whenever you target a particular creature with anything, that's when Dazzle applies.
I hate Dazzle.
Not when you're targeting yourself, right? Or
Not when you're targeting yourself, correct.
that's something at least.
You have you have a precise sense of touch when you are yourself.
Yeah. And I specifically called for Cal to try this. Okay, Cal. Okay, what's the roll for touching someone?
DC 5.
Just D. Excuse me. There's a button.
Yep, at the bottom right in your dice tray. Natural
I
1.
miss Cal.
Try to reach out for Cal, but your eyes are still full of that ash, and they're pulling back the bowstring. You can't really get a good hold on them, unfortunately. Yeah.
Question: Will that waste the action, or
Correct.
can I retarget it to myself?
Always wastes the action whenever you fail a sealing
Okay.
check.
It's force.
Or as you can touch. They're not moving around as much. Heal them for 3.
Great.
Every little bit
That should
matters.
apply.
Force. Apply effect Ocean's Balm to yourself.
Aha, fire resist.
That's my 3.
Okay, that fire resist might be useful against Mr. Zlurnak. Now, this Zulgath here is going to rush over, ignoring the downed person of your party, and just try to clobber Mr. Tresser here. And they do hit. Club hits
Boy.
for 8 total damage. Not too bad, you could shrug it off.
They use 2 strides for that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As
Tresser.
a reminder, you
Yes.
can use your amulet on yourself.
Yes, but I can only use it when I'm attacked by the target of my
Oh,
exploit
yep,
vulnerability.
you're
Mm.
Speaking of which, I'm going to exploit this Zolgath's vulnerability.
Okay. Finding some vulnerability, some antitheses.
Waffle iron! Smack.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna make a strike with my tricky pick.
Smack it into them. 17. Will be a hit. 2 damage. Total of 6. Actually, should be 9 because of your personal antithesis in total.
Yeah, I don't know where that that isn't applying.
No, it is applying. It's just because it happens on their end.
It's
not
applying
yours.
as a vulnerability rather
Yes.
than a bonus to my damage.
Mhm.
Then I'm going to attack once more.
Sure. First strike was easy enough. Let's see the second. Natural 20. All right.
Oh yeah, tricky pick. Let's go.
Sent reeling back from the first, it gives you an easy opening to cleave it into their skull. Again, destroying this
Bonk.
Zulgath. You fought plenty
Empty
of
its
Zulgath
head.
at this point. So that's another
Yeah.
out of the field.
Who,
Alright.
No, they don't like waffle irons.
I think that'll
That
be it.
is my turn.
Going over to one of the Kobold archers here. This one, still hunkered down here, is going to stealth once more. Gonna make it hard to see where the shot is coming from. If they fail, you are pretty sure where they're gonna shoot from. They-
Just go home. You're not good at this.
Reload and fire at Tresser. You
Oh.
are hit. For 1 damage as it skims off the side of you.
Ah,
That'll be their turn. Nordberg, I need a recovery check.
Also a fortitude save.
Do we have any way to get him up?
I have a healing potion on me, actually.
Potions.
Oh boy.
Do a recovery check first. Success.
Recovery check first?
Or
Is that
sorry,
fortitude
fortitude save. Yeah, but you would still take damage on the fortitude save since you're inside of it, so you're dying 2. Now roll your recovery check. You succeed. So you reduce your dying value by 1. You're at dying 1 now.
Ping ponging. Let's go.
Mhm. Not gonna bother with the, worrying about dazzle condition or anything like that. So, we go to Zlurnak. How does it feel to choke on ash? Fire! Speaking of, how about... Actually, how far away are you? Let's get a little bit closer. He's gonna scamper down this way. But he gets into distance of you guys.
Better not fireball us.
Not fireball. Blazing bolt.
Something worse. Oh.
sends out an array of heat and flame. He sends out, let's see, for each additional action, you can fire an additional ray at a different target. So it's basically the same thing as it was before, just a different name. Was searing something. I forget. He's going to send it completely
Scorching ray.
towards... Yeah, Scorching Ray. He's going to send it completely towards the back line. So Cal first. This flame rockets out towards you. You are crit.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Flame rockets out towards Rask. You are crit.
Ah,
Go for low rolls on these, and okay. You roll
What?
16,
What?
16, and
He
17.
wouldn't be able to do that last attack, just FYI. 'Cause
Correct.
He moved.
Yes, as Spores, you would not be the one who was hit here.
yeah.
Cool.
Thank
The
you.
one that has fire resistance.
Well, yeah. But, unfortunately, yes, you guys are crit by these exactly, because you rolled the exact number you fucking needed. But if you don't increase, It's been 2 actions, casting the spell, the damage increases to 46 on a hit.
Anybody take cringe?
Yeah, I think that's going to crit you down, Cal.
Hold on.
And Ask, I think that's going to crit you down.
No, that's double damage. I don't even think cringe would save me here.
Yeah.
Wait. Do
Well,
you
cringe
have,
makes it.
do I have to click double for this, or does it automatically do that?
You have to click double, because that is the base.
Oh.
You got
Are
very
you
lucky
anyone
fucking
to,
crits
massive
there.
damage?
Goodness.
No massive damage, because these guys have higher max HP than... it wouldn't be doubling their max HPs. But, Force is still up. Force has ways of helping, certainly.
Yep, yep.
That is his turn.
Scared.
Now, the other Kobold Archer has long reach on that crossbow, so he's going to just stay up there, go for a stealth, and try to shoot at Tresser after reloading as well. Tresser, I think your perception is higher. You got DC 16, so
Yeah.
they're just going to make a regular strike. You won't be hit at all, actually, because of the natural 1. Goes right to the
I
side.
don't even notice.
Also,
So-
I do believe our
I do
initiatives will
notice.
change to go before Zlurnak.
Yes.
So anyways, that turn was that Zlurnak turn was definitely made for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and 3-action heal.
That'll do it.
Yay!
You're out of
Conveniently.
range.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, only affects the allies who would want it, so yeah.
I'm okay.
As you unleash a burst of healing out to your allies. Put this down because I believe there might be a spell effect to it, yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, I'm in range?
Yeah. I'm not healing the dead people,
Yeah, I
by
know
the way,
that,
because you're dead.
Can I make my fortitude save? No, I'm kidding.
Decent. Good enough.
Oh, it's doing it again for some reason for the kobold up there because you have them targeted. But anyway, 5 healing for
Wow.
everybody. That's a total of 20 healing. It's not bad at all to be spreading that through your group. Keep people up. Keep yourself up. Everyone should be ready to go. Oh, and let me see. I need to put Cal up before Scale plus Zlurnak. Yeah, I already did. Okay. That'll be you. Very
Yep,
good.
full actions.
People say 3-action heals bad. Tresser.
No, it's not. Alrighty. Time to try my exploit vulnerability again on Scale Boss.
Once again.
Nothing.
Nothing to
how-
discover, he's just a kobold.
Okay, for my second action, I'm going to stride up. And thirdly, I'm going to strike.
Okay.
Going for the heart.
Try. Be able to dive back from your strike.
Darn. I don't have any hero points. Oh well.
Mhm.
That's my turn.
So, go to this
I mean,
kobold here.
I'll be fine.
They are going to reload, stealth, and fire at you. Chester. Well, they stealth really well, so you're going to be flat-footed for this.
Oh boy. He finally figured it out.
You're supposed to go under the pillar and pop up somewhere else before shooting.
Oh.
He does hit, which will be with sneak attack because You're off guard. It's 8 points of damage to you. That'll be their turn.
Just heal me too.
Thornberg,
Let's continue the same thing.
I do need a fortitude save first. Actually, fortitude save first. Yeah, you'll be taking the full damage unless you critically succeed on that, basically. So, one more
Okay.
dying point. You're at dying 2, then you have to roll a recovery check for us. Recovery check of 10 will not succeed. You are dying 3. You are on the brink. Somebody has to help you this turn.
I do have a hero point.
Oh, yeah, you do have a hero point, so you can auto recover if you were to die.
Yes.
Correct.
Phew.
You've kept that in your back pocket very well.
I literally can't be the one to help you this turn.
Rask, over to you. You're prone to start.
It would take me four actions to get to you and heal you, I believe.
Well, the healing didn't work on him last time, unless you have a potion.
I do have a potion. I always carry a potion.
Okay.
I also have a potion on myself.
I always carry a potion specifically because of this, and I just don't use it on anybody but him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't get to him. I have to.
Any way to like push one of us closer? Kyler S'mores.
He has the hero point, so you guys are not in danger of him dying.
You could crit fail. Twice after. The hero
I
points.
like that's not out of the cards.
Okay. So anyway, my turn.
I like those odds.
Cool. The first thing I will do is channel an elements
Alright.
to get my aura back.
Water consumes you once more, darkening the ash around you.
As part of this action, I can use a one action stand. I can't use a stance impulse. I can use a one action elemental blast for free though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use a free action to do weapon infusion for longbow.
Make sure you
Alright.
stand up first. though.
Nope.
You have a lesser cover when you're prone.
You also have a lower attack.
I'm aware. So one action attack.
Yeah.
On the one that's not behind cover. Just to get something off.
Mm-hmm. See it happen.
Make sure I have one action.
Icy bow is created. You sling a shot across the way, and it surprisingly hits on target. Roll the damage. Even though you're prone, it wasn't
Not bad.
as hard a shot as it was made out to be. They take 6 damage. That kobold's not happy. Kobolds are certainly not going to be as strong as the Zolgath in terms of HP.
Yeah, so I just did that while I'm lying down.
Mm.
So I kind of let my bow dissolve, and I slap myself and Cal with healing.
All right. It's more the
Cal
ocean's
first.
ball.
I'm sorry, Cal.
Oh, and yeah, you don't have the dazzle anymore, so let me remove that. 1 heal for Cal. But fire
Heal
resistance.
for myself.
Never know when you need that fire resistance.
Oh,
7.
sweet.
Nice. Gets you back up in action.
And that's my full turn.
Cal. Also prone. What do you do?
I'm gonna get up
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna quickly scan the situation before seeing that kobold behind cover over there.
Mm-hmm.
And Cal's gonna focus the power of starlight that he's never seen before in his life. So
Yeah.
fire an arrow at it.
But you've
Amber
imagined
Shroud
it. Your mind's eye. And shoot the shooting star straight around the cover. It sort of hones in on the target. So no need for -2 to your attack, and that certainly does hit. Roll the damage. 1.
Okay. And that does recharge my spell strike.
But that's the point, yeah.
And you know what? I'm just gonna fire again.
12 on the dice. Will miss because of the map.
Alright, that's my turn.
Gets you a little bit back in action. Got your spell strike ready. We go to Zlurnak. I must endure. Going to cast Endure. Himself some temp HP.
Darn.
Now he is also going to, let's see. He doesn't have a lot of
I
range.
see why everyone goes for the weapon. And
Go for,
Not
well,
everyone.
he doesn't seem exactly like a thaumaturge. He's doing something a little bit different.
no, I mean if I had the
Oh, right.
that implement, I could have made an opportunity attack.
Ah, yes. He is then going to scamper 30 feet over to here. And actually, before he scampers, because he knows his own action economy, he's going to attack with his pick.
Just a regular pick?
Yes, just a regular
No!
pick. A 19
Goodbye, Trezor.
on the dice with a pick. And with a bint, this probably
four
isn't
less
going to be
damage.
very good. Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. That's Tresor down. As he can't scamper because he's not threatened anymore, so he's just gonna go here. 19. God,
It's
he's
just
rolling
not our
so fucking well. He's rolling really luckily. Somebody will be able to get Tresor up though. Kobold in the back. Gonna shoot through the ash. It would be concealment, I would say. So he's gonna do a DC 5
I
flat
love
check.
getting crit.
Spores. He can do it for spores. He's gonna do stealth, reload, and fire. Not gonna be off guard. He's just gonna do a regular shot with the crossbow. Spores, which will hit. 1 damage to spores.
Ouch.
All right, spores. Over to your turn.
All right. I can't get Stormbreak up this turn, but if he's willing to wait until next turn,
No problem.
all right. Case.
Oh, and let me see something. Yeah, his attack modifier should not be that high. I don't know why it is that high. He would not have gotten a
Uh-oh.
crit there.
Oh!
Oh,
Would have gotten a regular strike, which still may do a lot of damage. Let's see.
see.
You were at 14, I think, Tresor?
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember the number. And I had resistance 4.
Resistance 4,
So that would have only brought me.
down to
That would have
4.
only done 9 damage.
Or, yeah, we've only done 9 damage on your 14, so it
Bring
would
me
be at
down to
5.
5.
Alright. He would be able to scamper, though, so he is here. But, yes, that attack modifier is way too high. His other modifier for his claw was actually the correct one, which I just adjusted. So, yes. It's force.
I have no idea why that moved me. Let me just. There we go.
Mhm.
Force is going to get as far as he could to Stormbreak to start with.
Skirting around the ash.
It's a bit of a risk, but as he's on his way, he decides to take a pot shot at Zlurnak, hopefully to slow him down using Chilling Spray.
Okay. Let's see. Reflex. 3 on the dice. He fails it easily, actually. He's going to take a full damage and 5-foot penalty to his speed as some of the ice clings to him still.
5
Spray.
foot penalty is what I'm looking for. That should hopefully keep him away from our backline a little better.
Mm-hmm. Take some damage too. Alright.
That's it for Sworce's turn.
Does eat into his endure temper P. So, Tresor. He had a brush with death, but then
Ugh.
wasn't.
I am going to attempt my exploit vulnerability again.
Already.
He's a vampire. He's got to be weak to something.
Mirrors.
Natural 20. Realize that he seems to not have completed his incarnation into a vampire just yet. We're able to interrupt him somewhat. He's sort of, like Starnberg said, halfway there. So he doesn't really have a particular weakness.
It's only halfway there. Don't hit him with fire. It won't do well.
But yes, he does have an innate resistance to flames.
Then I'm going to stride up and strike.
Go for it. Okay. Well.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Let's see the tricky
Stabbing
crit.
him in
crit.
the back.
As you
That's
slam
what you
the
get for
pick
cheating
into
your
him,
stats.
he takes 28 damage.
Yeah.
A little
Like
bit
that.
extra because of the weakness, but somehow he's still holding up. Luckily, he did take that endure. That endure is the only thing that allowed him to survive. Otherwise, he would have been dead right now.
Oh, you mean unfortunately?
He's 1 point
Yeah.
away.
He's very close. Is there anything else?
You're
Sorry,
not
I think that's
immortal.
it.
It's a facsimile. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Kill this one. This kobold will reload, stealth, and do their thing. They are stealthing successfully. You are flat-footed to this, Chester. So they go for a strike. Sneak attack bolt hits you in the back, to your surprise, dealing enough damage to put you down, though. Got a good hit in on Zlurnak, but you got a hit in on your back. Go down.
Alright. Well, that was more epic than before.
Starnberg, your turn.
Yoink.
Yeah, that's a success. Or fortitude save success, but you still take the damage of it technically, so you're at dying 4, but you can use your hero point to automatically stabilize whenever you would raise your dying condition. Luckily, you saved it. Alright, Grask.
I have to stand up this time.
Zlurnak looking very weak.
I can probably leave Starnberg's forest, right?
Yep. Scout's honor.
In that case, I can't heal Tresser this turn.
I'll probably survive a turn.
In that case, I better stay where I'm put then and just use full force in trying to bring this guy down with a single shot.
Okay.
Making it ice, I'm tempted to blast him with like a big icicle. 2 actions, roll.
6 on the dice. Will
I just can't do
miss.
this.
Just be a 10 or higher. Something like that.
And I haven't earned any hero points since. Darn.
You know, I should have given you one for what you did with the sneaky takedown.
Oh, golly, thank you.
Metal Gear.
Reroll using a hero point. I'll
Well,
take it. Yeah.
Okay. You realize
I'll
that
take it.
you can prevent a lot more suffering if you just make this connect. You send the ray of ice and water towards him. It slams into him, it spreads across him, falls to the ground, shivering. Would you want that to be lethal? Because he can be in dying condition. You would just have to heal him.
Lethal.
Lethal.
I
Alright.
want to murder him. Like, actually kill him.
The ice stabs into his chest and he falls to the ground, choking up blood. Probably some of it that he imbibed himself. Take the chalice. Take it and use it. For our people, it's the only way we survive. That'll be the end of the combat as the other kobolds lose their will to fight.
I'm glad we didn't kill them.
Same.
The ash cloud dissipates. And yes, you can find the chalice on him.
Okay. I'll get Tresser up. You get Starnberg.
Yep. For his fumbles around his stress Starnberg's belt for his potion, and then lackadaisically pours it into his open snake maw.
Cal,
Just-
Cal, Cal takes the chalice before a certain vampire in our group can get his hands on it.
Okay.
Oh, hey, he's dead. Awesome. Oh, that hurt.
Give yourselves
With us, buddy?
120 experience points as well.
Is it 120?
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't even extreme yet.
Low-level encounters are always swingy.
Oh, I'm glad that's over.
Look at this pick.
+1.
Hmm,
No wonder it
so
hit so
good.
hard. Oh, let me get some.
I'll take that. Stupid. I mean, unless you wanted it, Rask? I mean, you don't really use a
No,
pickaxe.
I'm not. I'm not a miner. If it was a fishing rod, I would have taken it.
Yeah, you do look quite mature. Yeah.
Besides, I think it should go to you anyway.
Cal just looks at Starnbrook for a few moments.
Don't give me that look. I'm nothing like that imbecile.
No,
He's a.
I haven't seen you try to sacrifice people, so I'll give you that.
That's a low
Did you
bar.
did you hear him yelling out that he wouldn't? Look, he hasn't properly bitten any of us when he certainly could have. He
It's-
stitched us up.
It's a barbaric act.
He's a friend. He hasn't done anything wrong, right?
No, you'll have to explain to us at some point why. Or how,
Well-
I should say.
How? Well, the answer to that is simple. I'm a vampire spawn, in my case. I was created by the union of a vampire and, well, a willing woman.
Ah, so the vampire was the father?
Indeed.
Do you get along with him, or?
I'm a father's boy, you could say.
So, yes, okay.
Excuse me. Resk calls out to the kobold on the right that surrendered.
Sorry about shooting you.
I'm a healer, so just
Oh, why would you heal me after I shot you in your face?
because the battle's over.
I'll take healing. I mean,
Yeah,
you blasted me badly. Oh,
I had to. Sorry.
that's fine.
Oh.
Still, I can also treat your wounds.
I'll get them both. Just a little bit, like bottom one, top one.
Yeah. You guys are healing.
Oof. So the one that I shot while prone gets the 1 hit point.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
Lorca rushes up into the temple district, along with Maka at her side. Oh, there we are. I knew you would do well. Well, I hoped you would. I assume you've got the chalice.
Cal kind of raises it up from the top of the stairs where he is.
Ah, you've retrieved it. Good. So, we had a deal, or the inkling of a deal. You still had to consider things, but I think now is a good time to foment my little ultimatum. As I said, the chalice is very important to my kind. We wish to destroy it, because it, well, quells my psychic abilities and takes over the minds of the Zulgath of the lesser Zulgath. See what they've done here with it already. You must understand that I can't allow the chalice to be in your hands. I don't know when you or even your children or your children's children's will get an idea to use it again. It's better if it's just destroyed.
But perhaps we could just permanently remove it from Lyzag and any surrounding area.
How would you propose doing that?
Well, as an outsider, it shouldn't be too hard for me to take it to a faraway place. Especially one that perhaps could have a use for it.
I don't think your allies would agree to that. And I think that is the worst option. For those to be granted back to the very hands that subjugated my people. All those years before.
I think we should amend this deal a little bit.
Very well, very well. I'm
This-
open to negotiations.
This curse upon our people. Help us break that curse. Plague, whatever you wish to call it.
It is a curse, yes. It is fomented by someone who doesn't like creatures like yourself. Bloodthirsty creatures, creatures that consume the flesh of other creatures. That's all I know. I'm not here for that. Not here to help you with your plague, your curse, whatever it is.
Releasing Lorca and helping us with the curse. I think that's a fair trade for letting you destroy the chalice.
Once I have the chalice, I will be leaving here. I am useless without my powers, and carrying the chalice will be a danger to me. Anyway, I can't really help you with your little issue. Not at least with my psychic ability.
Did you not say this chalice can open up the mind of those who drink from it?
It can. It certainly can. It opened the mind of our people.
Before you take it away, I want to try to use it in that way. Maybe that will give us an advantage to help our plague and curse issue.
Cal, what are you doing?
As long as you're not drinking your blood. It requires
No.
something else. Pour into the research that is back in Durzak, and you might find the way to awaken one's psychic property.
Oh? That could be. That's interesting.
Just as they did for us in ages past. Or at least the select few of us that they deigned to raise out of even more of the dregs of just primordial sapience, as I have already explained.
Oh no, Kyle is gonna go for that overpowered psychic archetype on Mingus.
He could use the buff. And it's appropriate. I will even help you do it, in fact. Forge a bond between us. I will allow you to use its powers to open your mind. I will free, or I will, say goodbye to Lorca. She sort of nods at Lorca, who's been sort of a little bit confused, but again, because the Unveil just makes her extremely friendly and trusting of Maka, she doesn't think anything's amiss. And I will take it away from here. You will need to change your society, nevertheless, after all this is said and done. Whether or not my people will become a threat to yours remains to be seen. I admit, I do not make the decisions around that back home.
Surely you can sway it at least a little bit to have us left alone.
I could, maybe.
Put in a good word for us, maybe.
I could
I
be.
don't like how you conducted your mission down here, but I understand why.
Yeah, of course you do. I've explained it all.
Hey, that means we're all friends now, right?
Hmm, maybe not. But connection has been made. Do we have a deal?
Cal just looks to the rest of the party.
I can sleep easy with this deal. Easy enough.
Swords gives
it's
a
not
big
affecting my
thumbs
sleep.
up.
Well, I would protest, but I don't think at this point any of you is willing to give me any credence.
I'm in.
I am. Like, do you have something to say?
Well, this is a very important artifact by people. Of cultural significance, you might even say.
You're a fish?
The other people.
Oh, other people.
What would your people want with a chalice that's been down here forever?
I don't know, but it was found in a religious-looking area to be worshipped in some sort of capacity, wouldn't you say?
If an artifact that can dominate other creatures' minds is given to your people, I don't know your people. What if they just use it to dominate others?
Do you think I live in an area in which these Zulgav live?
How would I know?
I
Well, it could be
wouldn't willingly live in an area that's populated by smelly fishermen.
Nobody
if Miss
should
Maka
dominate anybody's mind for any reason.
Cal
if Miss
looks to Lorca.
Maka if Miss Maka destroyed it and gave you the little obsidian pieces, would that make you happy?
No, I would rather prefer it intact.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't want this thing going with you. I'm sorry, Stormbrick.
I don't
Very
like
well.
what it can do.
It needs to be destroyed. But we also need to be able to deal with the plague.
Very well, I shall settle for the shards in its case.
It's not being destroyed here. She was taking it away, was she not?
Yes.
Then again, how we know that she's going to destroy it? I want to do a sense motive perception check.
Sure.
Because she said she's just going to take it away. That
It seems to be the only thing she's been forthright, or completely forthright about. It's a threat to her people, because it dampens her powers, and it takes over the minds of the rest of them. She probably wants it destroyed, because she can't just, like, carry it around at home.
it's true. It would disrupt their society.
Yes. Alright, here's how it's going to work. We're going to go back to the Silver Refuge. We are going to awaken Cal's mind. Then you are going to give me the chalice, and I will let Lorca free. I think that's fair enough.
I think you should let her go now.
No, it's. I want Lorca free now, but that process makes sense.
It does make sense, I agree.
I give you something, you give me something, then I give you something again. I think that's quite fair.
It also reduces the risk of any complications arising from panic.
That is true.
Let us be on our way then. And also, perhaps next session, we can handle what happened with the mushroom people and the other kobolds, so organize all that. But for now,
And all the
Oh,
fire.
I hope that went well.
Oh my goodness.
yes. For now, though, that is the end of today's session. You guys did quite well against Zlurnak. Some of the spells he was using a little too effective, but either way,
We
Low
need to
He
levels.
had
think-
second level spells, man.
we need to think of some solution for Stormbrick here, because we
Yeah.
this is very
Look, I
difficult.
think it's
to deal
kind of
with.
hinging on whether or not the chalice will work on him. It
I think it
should?
does work because it's not a vitality effect.
No. It specifically says it heals undead.
Oh, neat.
That's a long ways off though. So
I could
Hmm.
introduce my new Chirurgeon alchemist, Darmos here.
Oh,
no.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
No, Garmos. Garmos.
No,
Garmos.
but
The J is
toxicologist.
pronounced like a G.
But toxicologist is really good now.
Yeah.
Mhm. Just after
Oh,
we're done, I
Chirurgeon
think.
got
sucks.
worse.
In honor of you.
But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed watching. Thank you guys for doing so. After this, because this is like the completion of a chapter finally, I am going to be like setting all these maps up for release on my Patreon. They're going to be at the higher tier because my lower tier is going to be all the usual like remake or not remake because I can't put remakes up there, but the supplemental stuff I'm going to do for Kingmaker or continue to do for Kingmaker and Strength of Thousands then in the future. But I want this stuff to be up there, and I've spent a lot of time on these because they are for the stream game. As you can see, this beautiful map, sandiness, and also my other one. Yes, I really liked making these maps because I was very inspired by Elden Ring because, well, Miyazaki loves sand and ash on, and I thought it was a good idea and pertinent to the campaign because of ideas and themes behind it anyway.
Wait to get to the swamps.
But yeah, that is that for today. Chris, you stream.
Sure do. Hi, everybody. I am Chris Kobold, the player of Rask, and I stream on Twitch at Chris_Kobold, generally Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 6 o'clock Central Time, doing a lot of puzzle stuff, and lately it is the Talos Principle. Come by sometime. It'll be fun.
Right. So with that, we will be ending there, and we'll be back next week. Sorry about not going this previous week. I was just... But yeah, really glad to have the dice, everything, all that going. And I'm just going to stop stalling. We're ending it here. See you guys later.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Actually, guys, a friend of mine is streaming. I'm gonna actually rate them. So let me see if I can figure out how to do that. Yes. See if I can do it. I don't know. There we go. One viewer though.